Sweep. I got Dallas 11-6.
Kept it, I know they would say, "Oh, well, he kept the tag applied." He could have kept the tag applied and not straddled homeboy. You know what I mean? He could have moved his leg. So.
Oh, it was fine. It's just.
I'm just saying.
Ramirez just had a little.
That wasn't necessary.
Nothing wrong.
He didn't need to get to that extreme. You know what I'm saying?
Nothing wrong.
Bills in a last-second field goal or a last-second touchdown by Aaron Rodgers to take the division.
He's kicking field goals too. I want to bet.
Right?
I want.
Hey there, you cool cats and kittens. It's the Nick Bodkins Show.
He kept the, I know they would say, "Oh, well, he kept the tag applied." He could have kept the tag applied and not.
Good evening as the intro continues to play in the background. It's still going. This is awesome. This intro. I don't know why it's still playing.
Make it a clean sweep.
There it goes. Good evening, folks. Welcome to another LTS show. I'm back, baby. Your boy is back in the saddle after missing I missed 2 out of the last 3 shows. If you joined us Sunday, we are back. It is our Thursday night show. Man, a lot to talk about. A lot of I see that it muted me. The intro's playing again. I have no idea. Like we're playing it again 13 times. We're back though. Hopefully it stops. There it goes. I don't know what Johnny, how many times did you click fucking press play? Because it's played 30 times. But either way, we are back. It is our Thursday night show, folks. Welcome to another LT. I did the intro already 5 times, so we'll be talking a little baseball. We'll talk a little basketball as well, and then we'll talk the second half of the show. We'll be breaking down all our picks as we're watching Bears Commanders. I would not, got to start off the show, obviously, right away with rest in peace to the one and only legendary Dick Butkus. Bears by 1,000,000 tonight just because of that. So I already had the Bears winning. I like the Bears money line and the Bears with the points in this game, much less now with Dick Buckestein. I like them even more. So nonetheless, let's bring in some of the guys here. We got Mr. First Down joining us as well.
What's up,
back
Nick?
In his usual spot. The ratings are back up now that Sam's not hosting.
Oh, that's not very nice. You hurt my feelings. If I had feelings. You burnt them all out long ago if I had feelings. How you feel?
Yeah.
These Bears came to play today, huh?
Yeah, they did. This looks like they played a good first half last week, so maybe they can put two good first halves together here, or two halves together, I guess, 2 first halves,
Sure.
so together, and we'll see what's going on. Who did you have winning this game, Sam?
I think. Excuse me. Looks dumb now in hindsight, but I think I had the Commies winning this game. I really like Sam Howell, but so far Sam Howell has not. With the real Sam Howell, please stand up, please stand up, please stand up quickly before this game gets away from him. So,
Sam, how you feeling about the Titans? I haven't got to talk to you really. Well, we talked a little bit Sunday night. Big win against the Bengals, but we talked a little off air, and we'll get to the games a little bit. But Colts, is that a home game?
No, it's in Indianapolis.
So that headed up, I guess north a little bit to right. Indy. How are we feeling about Sunday's game with the Colts?
The battle for I-65, as we like to call it. The battle for I-65. I think you're feeling kind of okay. I tend to get nervous about these games because look no further than Washington versus the Eagles, right? These division games, they take on a whole life of their own. But it goes to show you, Mike Vrabel has beaten the Colts 5 times in a row, and I think he likes that. I think anybody whooping up on somebody in their division, if you want. What makes me nervous is that AR looks like he's a fighter. He's going to be scrappy. He's not just going to give up, and that team plays for him. To be certain, they play for him.
Yeah, and Jonathan Taylor's back for the Colts. It looks like he's full go.
Mm-hmm.
So
Titans players said today if they see him practicing, then they know he's playing. That's how.
Yeah,
that's how they said it.
He was full participant. He's pretty much said, "Hey, we'll talk off contract, off season." He looks like he's ready to go, healthy. So JT is in the lineup.
Hey, we can dunk one. You and I and Nick can dunk one together because that's exactly what we said would happen.
Yeah. I said he would play it. I said, yeah. Anyway, let's go ahead. We're going to bring in one and only Hall of Famer, probably the only guy of the panel that got to see actually the legendary Dick Butkus play, and that is none other than Mr. Scott Cobe.
Well,
how big were the dinosaurs back then, Scott?
Yeah. When I was going to high school, we wrote on stone tablet with chisel and hammer, and we ended it in. So you Dick Butkus and me graduated together. So, well, Dick Butkus graduated high school with me, so
I believe it. I believe it. You
28.
I mean, in all seriousness, Scott, you're old enough to kind of watch Dick Butkus, right?
Yeah, I saw the end of his career. I didn't the beginning,
not the
middle of it.
I mean, but he was the you talk to guys that he was. Yeah.
I mean, Monsters of the Midway. He's one of the reasons why that that's linebacker you in Chicago. Him, then it went to somebody else, and then Urlacher.
Singletary.
That's what it was in the 70s.
Yeah.
Terry, then Urlacher. Yeah. So it's
Singletary, Urlacher.
He started all this. So the Bears look inspired tonight to play. Maybe I don't know if that's the reason why. They look like a totally different team right now. Totally different team. I mean, they
looked like a different team the first half against the Broncos, and we saw how that one turned out.
Ooh-wee.
Yeah, that's why I'm a little hesitant to say Chicago's got this game in lock because of last week. They were up 28-3, 21-3, and they blew it. So, you got to play two halves of football. So they were up
28-7. 28. They were up 28-7.
28-7. Yeah,
Broncos. Yeah,
I mean DJ Moore and Justin Fields. With Justin Fields been for 2 years. I mean he's playing phenomenal right now. So
yeah, I did it, and we'll bring Johnny in when I'll talk to this. But I wanted to get your thoughts. Big moves on your basketball team. The Celtics bring in Drew Holiday after he was shipped out in the Giannis trade, and now he is in Boston. Your thoughts on Boston getting Drew Holiday?
This is what Milwaukee feared, is that when they traded him to Portland was just going to trade him right back to Boston or Philadelphia. And sure enough, giving up Robert Williams is tough because Robert Williams defensively is that protector that you need underneath. Now you basically got to hope Porzingis plays 82 games.
Yeah.
That you have almost no depth behind him. So Milwaukee went to the favorites, and then Boston co-favored with them as soon as this trade was made. So it's great for the Celtics, but the depth is going to be really taxed on that team this year. So they got to.
I think both teams, Milwaukee and Boston's depth took a length, but I like the trade for Drew. Yeah. It seemed like Malcolm Brogdon wasn't the guy. They get their point guard, that they have never really had. And he kind of fits in that Marcus Smart role as far as a guy, that best perimeter defender. I think overall Boston got better in the offseason.
They sure did. And Brogdon, I mean, once the trade got into the Clippers, that three-way deal, whatever, Brogdon was going to get traded. You couldn't keep him in Boston. So
I want to ask you guys, speaking of, we mentioned Fields, and John, I'm glad you brought yourself in here. I wanted to ask you guys, I saw a report pretty much just said, like, if Fields, even if the Bears get the number one pick, like, there's nothing he can do for them to keep him. They would take Caleb Williams if the Bears have that number one pick. You guys, is that what your guys' read on it too? And what should they do with Fields if they get the number one pick? Right now, they got the number 1 and 2 pick.
Right.
I mean, old adage I've always heard from Bill Polian was, if you see a franchise quarterback, you got to get him. So I imagine you go for it and make it work. That,
I mean,
that's
you give up on Justin Fields already, and the fact that nothing he can do. I mean, he's playing a lot better from the pocket with his passing.
Yes.
There was the comment earlier in the season that Justin made about the coaching not letting him kind of do
That was
his
just a
thing.
week ago, Johnny. So let's not.
Whatever, we're only at week 4, but I mean, he balled out last week with the 4 touchdowns, and the
That was
coach made
before
that
the
stupid
FBI raid.
decision to not kick the field goal when they were right there, field goal. You know what I'm saying? Basically, cost them the game.
Yeah.
And he seems to be playing well tonight. I mean, there's so much stuff that they can do with those picks. They can trade out of that number 1 pick.
They did already this year. They did already.
I mean, I know, but I mean, you're just gonna start to cycle back again with Caleb Williams and hope that Caleb Williams is that guy. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I like Justin Fields, so I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm just biased because I actually think he can play. I mean, you got to give the kid some time to develop, but that's not the NFL. That's not this NFL anymore.
Caleb Williams is pretty close to a sure thing, right? I mean, like,
Is he though?
I mean, nobody's a
I mean,
sure thing.
Right.
no one really knows, right? But
You know what I'm saying?
like you kind of felt like no one's a sure thing for sure. But you remember when Andrew Luck was drafted? Andrew Luck was going to be somebody, you know? What I
Right.
mean?
But do you think Caleb
until-
Williams is on the level of Andrew Luck or Peyton Manning?
I don't know. I'm asking
that's
your
what I'm saying.
opinion on it. I'm not exactly sure.
I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
He's
I mean,
being
been-
touted
he's
as he
good.
is. Is touted
Right.
is, you know what I mean?
Right, and I hate the whole he's another Patrick Mahomes. Like, they need to stop with that shit already. You know what I'm saying? There's one Patrick Mahomes, but I mean, is there?
Nick, I found your first victim of the evening.
I mean, Andy just loves hating on Jordan Love. Again, Andy, I told you, go catch out Sunday's show. I gave Craig your ricochet shots because you're always coming for my guy Love. Fields hasn't played great at all, so let's not act like Justin Fields is out here throwing dimes. You know, and Andy, while you're listening, if you still are, like, give us your thoughts in the comments, Andy. If the Bears still have the first overall pick, should they still keep Justin Fields? Because it's reports is there's nothing he can do if they have the number 1 pick and Caleb Williams is available. They're taking Caleb Williams. So what's your thoughts? Go ahead and bring Scott back in too, Johnny.
See, isn't it crazy that they're saying that already? Now, Caleb Williams can go back to school.
He can.
So you're letting all this
Make money,
stuff
too.
leak out that there's nothing he can do, that they're taking Caleb Williams no matter what. All you're going to do is make your quarterback disgruntled, and then if the kid goes back to school, then what? Oh, we were just kidding, Justin?
Can
You know
I
what
bring
I'm
up
saying?
a point? Can I bring up a point?
Go ahead, Scott.
They also have Carolina's first round draft pick.
They got the first 2 picks right now. If the season ended today, they would have the
Caleb
first.
Williams, Marvin Harrison Jr. There you go. There's your franchise set up right there.
I don't know, because the Bears' problem is they can't block nobody. They need an offensive line.
I was just about to say, you
Agreed.
got the 1 and 2 picks. Why not take Marvin Harrison Jr. and the best offensive lineman that's there?
I like it. I'll take that. I have
You know what
no
I'm saying?
problem.
You got a couple good running backs.
I think 2 weeks ago a story came out that if Caleb Williams wasn't happy with the first overall team in the draft, he was going to go back to USC again.
Yeah, but if it's Chicago, imagine being Caleb Williams and you're the Bears' savior, right? Like, you will be. Chicago's one of the biggest markets outside of New York and LA, right? Like, outside of those, like, you get to be the Bears. You would be touted as the Bears' savior, the best quarterback they've ever had. Much like Justin Fields is already being touted that, and now everybody is shitting on him. You know, and sometimes rightfully so. He's played a little bit better this game and the last game. I played the last game a lot on Eberflus's dumbass coaching than I do Fields. But, you know, the kid has never really thrown. I think his last game was the first time he threw for over 300 yards. So, I mean, there's an interception.
I hear what you're saying about Justin Fields, bro. But, like, if you're Caleb Williams and you're in, Southern Cal, chilling, getting paid, like, do you want to go to the Bears? Like, talk about a dysfunctional franchise.
You guys must be a little ahead of me.
Well, here's the other thing.
Like,
Eberflus going to get fired at the end of the year, so they're going to have a
No,
new
he's
coach.
not. Scott,
He's
his
fired
friend.
tonight.
His friend. I brought him in. They're friends. I don't think he is going to get fired.
What if they go
He
2
should
and 15
be.
this year? Yeah, he should be. I agree with you. If they go 2 and 15 this year, which is a legitimate possibility for the Bears, how can you keep that guy? after everything, how can you possibly keep him and say, okay, Matt, we're bringing in Caleb Williams and Marvin Harrison Jr., but he's not a guy that's going to take full advantage of those two guys. They need to hire a really good offensive-minded coach, like so to speak, a Josh McDaniels, like so to speak, Sean Payton, those type of guys.
Well, those guys just aren't working out right now either. Josh,
they're not working out right now. But that's the type of road you need to go down. Is that you need to hire?
Andy's making some good points here, bud.
Yeah, that's a good point, Andy. I mean,
because people were ready to call Josh Allen a bust after his first 2 seasons. They went and got him Stephon Diggs.
Yeah,
And I know they got more. I know they got more for this kid, but DJ Moore ain't Stephon Diggs.
Isn't that kind of the exception and not the rule, though? I mean, it hasn't worked out for everybody.
Absolutely, but at the same time, I mean, how about giving these kids more than 2 years to actually develop and you know what I'm saying, to play the NFL game? That's the thing.
I agree to a point because, I mean, back in the day, you used to have a wily vet starting when the kid would sit the bench for a year or two.
Right.
You know? Right. And now if you get drafted in the first round, you're starting. Right. Or hell, even the second round, you're starting.
Well, Sam, let me ask you this. Would you as a Titans fan take Justin Fields if he was offered to Titans in a trade?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Don't front. I'm about to say don't front, Sam. You gonna stick with Ryan or Mayonnaise?
Look. Hey, hold up. First of all, I am not a Justin Fields fan. So, but I will admit that he has way more upside than Ryan freaking Tannehill. So I get the move there.
If we went through the list, we got some time to kill before Tanner gets in to make our picks. If you go down each team and say, is Fields better than them? Look at his division. He's probably. Are you taking Fields or Kirk Cousins to win you a game right now?
Well, what time is the game?
Look at your smile on your face. You're enjoying this,
Ooh. Right? That might be even.
That's pretty even. It's close to even.
I would lean towards Cousins just because of the experience. You know what I'm saying?
I'd take Goff over Fields right now.
I would too.
Yeah,
and I'm taking Jordan Love over Fields too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Look in. Okay, so you think you're taking Fields over Love? I think they're about similar. I really do. I think they're about the same. I
don't think he's like greatly better than Fields. I just think he has a little more upside than Love. I think he has a little more upside than Love.
Okay.
I agree with that, but I would give Jordan Love the nod because he was able to sit behind Aaron Rodgers for a few years and kind of see the game. Yeah. Learn how to.
Is this disagree with Sam Knight? Like, what's the deal, bro?
I don't know. I guess I'm a little feisty. I didn't get a chance to be here on Monday, so I'm letting it all out tonight.
I'm going to be quiet.
You could make a case for either or on them. I really think they're very similar. That's why I don't understand. Bears fans tell me Love sucks. I'm like, well, is Fields any better? Like, make a case that Justin Fields is any better. Really, you know what I mean? Like, it's hard to.
No, he's just faster. That's it. He's got better.
Hard to make that case, right? Their stats are probably similar to this year. I'd have to really look into it. Would you take? So you go to the NFC East. I would take Fields over Danny Dimes. I think.
No doubt. Yes, without question.
No doubt. I'd probably take him over Sam Howell right now. Yeah. I do too.
Yeah.
I hate that, but you're right.
Yeah, I would take him over Sam Howell right now for sure. Hurts and Dash.
I really think Sam Howell's going to be good, though. You know what I mean? Like, I really feel it.
Yeah.
It's just.
I think he's going to be good too. It's just, you know what I'm saying? He's
got to take his lumps this year.
But it's not looking like it.
Well, I mean, this is his first year starting.
Washington changes quarterbacks like the weather up here in Boston changes. Wait 5 minutes, they'll put a new quarterback in. So
they need to change their head coach is what needs to happen.
It's going to happen. It's got to happen.
Yeah.
All right, so we won't take him over Hurts or Dak. Maybe
I'm not taking him over Dak.
But
I wouldn't even take him. I'm taking Dak still.
Right.
I'm still taking
Dak's
Dak.
a little ahead.
I'll stick with Dak.
So the West.
So in the West, I don't know if he's not better than any quarterback Dobbs, I guess, right? Yeah. I guess you take him over Josh. Would you take him over
take him over Gino. I would take him over Gino.
I don't. I'd still take Gino.
No,
Gino's played very well. I would take this Gino over Justin Fields. Would you take
I-
Kyler Murray over Justin Fields?
No.
No.
I would take Fields.
Yeah.
So the
I gotta
South.
watch my- I gotta
Would you
watch
take
myself.
Baker's been playing lights out right
I'd
now.
take Fields over Baker.
I'd
I would
take Baker over
Fields.
Fields.
I would take Fields.
I'd take Baker over Fields.
You would take Baker. So Scott,
And I hate him.
you would take Fields over Baker.
Yeah, because you've seen him all career. I mean, look at his whole career before you look at this year. Baker was not a good quarterback because he didn't have the talent around him. But he's got the receivers around him now. He's better.
And I feel like he's got the receivers and a team, an offensive coordinator that believes in him.
Yes.
Like,
Right.
I think that's what sometimes you just need somebody to fucking look at Geno. I mean, Geno finally has a team that actually believes in him, that says he's our guy. The Bucs seem to be doing that with Baker right now.
These are always
Exactly
interesting because you find out what people like in offensive philosophy, right? Do you prefer passing the ball a lot as opposed to throwing and whatnot? So if you really like running the ball a lot of people are going to pick Fields over a guy that probably throws a lot and stuff.
Yeah, I would take Fields over Ritter any day of the week as well. Ritter might be. He's awful right now.
Yeah, Arthur Smith is quickly realizing you got to have an average to decent quarterback to do it.
Yeah, he's plug and play quarterbacks in Atlanta the last 2 years. They're not working in Atlanta. They're not. They need to get Kirk Cousins a free agent. They need to sign him in the offseason.
Whoa. Isn't their backup the guy that used to be the
Taylor Heineke?
He could be time in
start
Atlanta.
him.
But he's not a starter either. Like, he's just a guy.
He's a guy. He's plug and play.
He's a journeyman. He's a backup, bro.
Yeah.
All right, so over Bryce Young or who else? James Winston or Derek Carr.
That's incomplete. Derek Carr?
I would take Carr.
I would probably take Carr right now.
I'd take Carr
right now.
Fields is Bryce Young is incomplete, right? Like, we can't.
That's what I'm saying. I'm taking Justin Fields.
This is a massacre.
I don't know because we haven't seen Bryce yet. Even though I think that team plays better with Andy Dalton at the helm than they did with Bryce.
Bro, almost 32% of Bryce's passes are behind the line of scrimmage, bro. Or at the line of scrimmage. Like, the kid, he ain't doing nothing. They ain't doing nothing.
You can only judge Bryce on this year, though. You know what I mean? Like, there's not. We haven't seen
3 games. He's only played 3 games.
Yeah, it's incomplete right now.
Yeah, I'm still taking Justin Fields. I mean, CJ Stroud was my number one quarterback.
Hey, CJ Stroud looks like a dude. He looks like the Texans got a guy that looks like.
He's slinging
ass whooping.
It is. It's bad.
The Texans boys are like, he is him. He is him.
They're creaming in their pants down there.
I told Carlos goes, guys, I don't know if I'm going to make the show. I said, good. One less Stroud dick rider on the show.
What about so you go to the AFC side. In the AFC East, you would take Fields over Zach Wilson. That's it on that. Scott, let me ask you this.
I would take him over Mac.
Are you taking Mac Jones over Fields or Mac Jones?
Fields over Mac Jones.
I'm Fields over Mac Jones, yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
For sure.
That's your team. So I'm gonna ask you ask you. The NFC North, Fields or Kenny Pickett?
Wait a minute, I take Fields over Tua.
Oh, there he is. There he is. See, they don't like that. They don't like that comment. Hey, Rios, are you back with your girlfriend or not? Which one is it? How many years?
He makes his girlfriend wear the Stroud jersey on, and then he bends over.
So here's a question, Nick. Here's a question for you.
Safety words, banana.
You were a Packers fan. Would you take Fields over Aaron Rodgers next year?
No, next year. No, I'm still taking Aaron Rodgers every day.
I can't do it against a Hall of Famer. I can't do that.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Are you taking Kenny Pickett or Fields?
Fields.
Pickett's off.
Yeah.
I don't think Pickett's going to make it.
I don't know. They're going to blame Matt Canada until they die, and then
because he's a local product. He's from Pitt. Come on.
And then if it doesn't work out, then it's Kenny's fault after that.
Bad is bad. It's bad.
Yeah.
Right. It's bad.
Who else is? Oh, Deshaun are Fields. I'm probably still taking Deshaun.
Massage.
Before I forget, what do you guys make of him? The coach outing him out a little bit. Did you hear this? What's their coach's name? Stefanski.
Yeah,
he said Deshaun was cleared to play on Sunday. And then Deshaun said, "Nah, I'm not playing. It don't feel right." What do you guys make of that?
I mean, you got to okay.
Deshaun and Stefanski have fallen out of favor with each other.
Okay, so Stefanski's gonna be the one to go because Deshaun is still owed $200 million.
Guaranteed.
I mean, don't you have to take the word of the player if they're saying that they don't feel right?
You have to. You can't put him out there.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean that's wrong on the head coach to put that out there like that.
And I don't know if it was explained like the way it kind of like the way they should have explained it was I was watching Adam Schefter, I think on Pat McAfee said like they thought all week he was going to go. It was going to be a game time decision. It was going to be kind of up to him, but the way the comments of Stefanski was read was like, we thought he was going to play, and then the last minute he said he wasn't going to play. You know, so like I don't really know if Stefanski like how that worked out. So
he worded it like that. That's wrong too, because he should have said.
So Bobby G's got it here.
At the end, he said
Bobby's just going to defend his quarterback. Y'all know that, right?
Right, but if the coach worded it like that he didn't want to play, as opposed to he couldn't go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then that's on the coach for saying that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think Stefanski went about this all wrong. I think he should have said we as a group made a decision.
Right.
In the best interest of Deshaun not to play him.
Right.
And that would have finished it and solved it. And he didn't do that. So
yeah. That's who else? Oh, we were in the NFC. So AFC South. You taking Fields over? I like Richardson. I'd probably take Richardson's upside over Fields.
I'll take Richardson over Fields. I think he has way more upside than
I think Richardson and Stroud in the South, you take over Fields.
And Trevor Lawrence, you got to take.
And Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, and Trevor Lawrence. So Tannehill's in.
It's Tannehill, yeah.
And then
Ryan Tannehill stays. How dare you?
In the South, in the West, you got you're not taking him over Mahomes. I'd probably take him over Russ Wilson right now. He looks like hot garbage.
I would take him over Russ Wilson.
I'll take him over
Jimmy G. Yeah.
So you're sitting like Fields. So he's that 15 range, right? Like you know what I mean? That 15.
Right. Yeah.
So I don't know.
Again, he's only played how many games? You know what I'm saying? He's only started 29. This is his 30th game.
Yeah,
I mean that's not even 3 full seasons. You know,
but if you remember, I don't give up on him. Yeah, somebody brought up a good point. Last year they were running like a high school offense, basically.
Right.
That's what they were running last year.
Right.
So tonight is the first game that I've seen that they've been aggressively going down the field,
taking shots down the field. Yeah,
DJ Moore, who they got in a trade with Carolina, who they're starting to finally figure out how to use them. And it's made Justin Fields look like a much different quarterback. So they can't lose. Wilson is playing well. I agree with you, Bobby. They just have to stay aggressive as a coaching staff. They can't back off here. And that you'll get the best out of Fields.
I mean, the Commanders' defense is highly overrated. Like they stink. You actually just sit down and watch them. They got the names.
I'm watching it right now.
Yeah, they got all the names, right? You know, Young, they got Sweat, they got Allen, like they got some fucking names. But Ron Rivera is supposed to be a defensive coach, and he wouldn't be coming back if I was the owner of this team. Like you would be not coming back. What happened to Ron Rivera? I fired his ass at fucking halftime. That's what happened.
And I agree with you, Nick. I think what happened is they got sold too late, so they couldn't do anything with Rivera.
Yeah,
and I don't know if they're comfortable putting Bieniemy in the head coaching spot because that's probably who would be the head coach is Bieniemy.
Yeah,
but I think at the end of the season, if they go 6-10, 6-11, he's gone. He's out.
They got one win right now, right? They've won one.
They're 2-2.
2-2. Okay.
I kind of feel like the game is kind of just passed Rivera by. We talked about
this. It has. Ron's never been a very good coach. People talk him up, but if you look at his overall record, he hasn't done shit. He's had one good year, and that was the year Cam Newton Super Bowl MVP. You know, the MVP year for Cam Newton.
You had that monster middle linebacker too, whatever his name was.
Luke Kuechly.
Luke Kuechly.
Yeah. I mean, that team had some dudes on it. I feel like the four of us could have been the head coach, the OC, and DC, and we could have probably went, just as good as he. Like, he has not done. You look at their record; his overall record is absolute dog shit.
They made the playoffs one time in Washington in his tenure.
Yeah, and they were 500 at that.
Yeah, they won the division, I think, that year, didn't they?
Yeah,
So. So to me, that clearly speaks volumes about who he is as a coach and what they are in his organization. I mean, the new organizations in there, Magic Johnson's in there, and a couple other guys. They'll just fire his ass right away. I think because of what happened with his off the field stuff, I think that's why he didn't get fired before now.
You see, guys, I'm trying to do a show right now, not have a banter. We could do this on the AFC Brown table, when it's just appropriate. You know what I'm saying? Thank you.
It's always Hellman's, bro. It's always Hellman's.
Yeah. Always Hellman's. Yeah. Always.
Now his coaching record right now for the regular season is 191, so he's barely over 500. Right. His postseason record's 3-5. So that tells you.
And again, those 3 wins was to get to the Super Bowl or at least the 3 wins was to get to the Super Bowl that 1 year.
I think 2 of them were,
and then at least 2. So otherwise, he's 1-5. Besides that 1 year in the playoffs. Yeah, that's not good.
I guess you're right, huh?
7-9 during his first 2 years with the Panthers. And then let's see. He went 2-14 1 year. Then the Panthers went on. Let's see. That was way back in 2013. 2013, he was coach of the year. I'm trying to find a breakdown. He's not been like this great coach. He's a great guy. But it's time for Ron to go.
Yeah, like I said, his off the field problems with his health basically has kept him in this position, and he's a cancer survivor. He's all respect to him and all kudos to him for surviving that awful disease. But I think that's basically kept him in this position. So now with new ownership, I think they're going to say to him, "Hey, Ron, look, it hasn't been great the last couple of years on the field. We have to go in a different direction," and they have to.
The whole agree to part ways.
That's
that whole thing.
They'll say to him, "You can either be fired or you can just agree that."
He's only won 10 games 3 times in his coaching career. He went 12-4. That was 2013. He went the 15-1 year. That was 2015. That's the year they went to the Super Bowl.
Yep.
And then they went 11-5 in 2017. In his time in Washington, they've been 7-9, 7-10, 8-8, and then 2. And this year they're 2-2.
And don't forget,
what are you talking about?
In Carolina,
I have no idea what you're talking about.
In Carolina,
he's trying to say that Mike Vrabel is eventually going to be like Ron Rivera is now.
I in Carolina, he had Steve Smith, Devin Funchess was good when he was in Carolina. He had the backfield of D'Angelo Williams and Jonathan Stewart. I mean, he had some
he had a good defense. The defense was good.
And a healthy Cam Newton. Luke Kuechly.
The quarterback. And he could never win big there.
Right.
So that should tell you all you need to know.
Yeah.
So, with him.
Oh, well, everybody getting on the Sam Hate show. Okay.
Well, awesome. welcome to the Sam Dean Hate show.
Yeah. Well, the roast of Sam.
The roast of Sam Dean.
Yeah. Thank you. All right.
You guys, I want to. We'll get back into some football, but we got some MLB playoffs going on. Out are the Johnny. You guys in Tampa Bay. You guys decide to make the stadium. You guys sign a new lease to make a stadium. Nobody shows up. I think only 19,000 people showed up for the Rays playoff game, and it was like my buddy sent me a text message, said it was like the shortest, least populated since 1919 baseball game outside of the COVID year, obviously, right? Of a postseason attended. That's how bad it was for the Rays, and now they're gone. A team that we had most of the year, one of the best teams in baseball, beat out in the first round or whatever the hell you want to call it, wild card round.
Right. Yeah, I mean, you hate to see it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, even as a Yankee fan, I like watching the Rays. They actually came into existence the year that I moved down here. So I've been following them the whole time. You know what I'm saying? It's one of the best run organizations in baseball as far as their front office and the general manager and everything. They always have one of the best farm systems. They always make the right trades, it seems like. But they just can't get any kind of support The stadium is, is shitty compared to other places, to be completely honest. And where it's located is not exactly the most accessible place to get to. There was a lot of talk. I mean, the owner was trying to get it into like downtown Tampa, where there's more, more population for it to go to, but they signed that lease in St. Pete, and the mayor, they're not letting them get out of the lease. So I know they signed something now.
Where's the new stadium going to be at?
I don't even know yet. You're saying like the St. Pete is trying to force them to build another stadium down in St. Pete.
Oh, okay.
Because that's all they got down there.
Yeah, I was
so if they lose the Rays,
Nashville.
There's no reason for anybody to go down there. But it's just a shame that to have such a great team and not get any kind of support. Not saying that that's why they lost. The Rangers out. Jordan Montgomery, great way to go, Brian Cashman. Jordan Montgomery pitched a great game for the Texas Rangers. They just, when they had to come through and hit, they couldn't hit. And when you're in the wild card, it's over that quick, man. So once they lost the lead in the division, anything can happen in the wild card, and they got bumped out, man. So
yeah, they're gone. The Twins sweep the Blue Jays. It's reports that Blue Jays are wanting, they're pretty much back talking their manager, saying that he's a freaking idiot and cost us some games.
Not for nothing, but those players need to take some accountability. Not for nothing.
Yeah.
They've got all this. They got all this hype for the last several years. Like, Like, do something on the field. And they haven't done shit. So
here's what I will say about that. Last night, Jose Barrios pitches 3 innings with 5 strikeouts, and the manager pulls him. Right. What are you doing, buddy? What are you doing? You're down 1-0.
It's not. That's the thing, though. It's not him. It's from upstairs. That's the analytics. That's the analytics in baseball, bro.
And the analytics and managers that go by analytics suck.
They have no choice.
You need to go by feel. You need to go by feel.
But is it also their fault that I watched that game. The Blue Jays had guys and runners in scoring position damn near every inning. And they could not come through. They couldn't get the big hit. Like, that's not the manager's fault. That's on you guys. You know what I mean? Like, to Johnny's point, like, you got to take some sort of accountability as far as saying, hey, we didn't get it done. I watched most of that game last night between the Twins and the Blue Jays. It felt like every inning, from the 5th inning on, I think I picked it up. It was 2-0 Twins, and they just could not get that big hit to go. Like, it was like, double play. Vlad Guerrero Jr. got picked off at second base on a pickoff. Like, how the hell do you do that? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
how is that the manager's fault?
No, it's not the manager's fault.
You know what I'm saying?
I think the decision making in the pitching staff is you could come into question the manager, because if Barrios, who went home,
but again,
3 shutout innings with 5 strikeouts in a game that you need him to pitch like that,
and you gave him all that money,
and then you say, okay, you're out.
I think that's a front office call.
Game you have to win. In a game you have to win. Like, you know what I mean? Like, imagine that's Greg Maddux, Randy Johnson. You know what I mean? Like, in a game 7, Roger Clemens. You got to pry the ball from their fucking dead hands. If the manager told him he was taken out, the manager's probably getting a 99-1 to the dome. Hey, we're the assistant, the bench coach is managing the rest of the game. Why? I don't know, because Roger Clemens killed him because he said he was going to try to take him out in the 3rd fucking inning. You know what I mean? Like, I
think I heard a report today. He went to Barrios and said, hey, you pitched enough, you're done. And Barrios looked at him like, what are you talking about? That's exactly what you.
That's what I'm saying, though. But I heard they were warming somebody up in the 2nd inning. You know what I'm saying? So they already had it. They already had it mapped out. All right, he's not going more than twice through the order. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Like, again, this whole where they got it scripted. You can't do that, man. There's got to be some kind of feel, which, you know what I'm saying? That's why there's got to be a good balance of, you know what I'm saying, of gut and feel and analytics. It can't just be all analytics and that's it, man. It makes it boring, man. It makes the games boring and frustrating.
It does.
I will say this, and I don't know if you guys agree. Houston's been an awful home team, 39-42 at home. I give the Twins a really good shot at winning that series.
I'm all for it, and we'll talk about that here in just a minute. The other 2 games in the NL, Diamondbacks sweep Tanner's Brewers. I was messaging Tanner last night.
Is that why he ain't here?
Yeah, well, he said his brother doesn't get the bonus. I said, no good Christmas presents for you now. So, and then the Phillies handle business and they beat the Marlins. They sweep them in 2 games, 7-1 last night. I'm a little disappointed though. MLB to me is missing a golden opportunity. No games till Saturday. Like Friday night would have been the perfect night for Major League Baseball to kick off these rounds because Saturday you're going to compete with college football. Sunday you're competing with college football. Friday night, like that's the golden time for you. You know what I mean? Like
wait till Tanner's on one, then you say that.
Right.
Yeah. You could have started the next round on Friday. I know these series, like you might need a travel day, but you're missing a day here where you're the only thing on fucking TV and you're not competing against anybody by not having a game on Friday.
If you're Major League Baseball, you go Friday, Saturday. Okay. You take Sunday off. You play all the games Monday before Monday Night Football comes.
Monday, Tuesday. Go Tuesday. You know what I mean?
Tuesday,
like you got to. If you can
play, you can even give them the 2 days. Like you can give them Sunday, Monday in case there's travel. You know what I'm saying? Because after you play the first 2 games,
but they got to play. To me, they got to play Tuesday, Wednesday. You could play a game on Thursday because, like right now, I would probably rather watch playoff baseball than this shithole game that we're fucking got on.
Right.
Most Thursday games are shitty.
Listen, these players know how to play 3 days in a row.
Yeah,
you could have had Texas go from Tampa to Baltimore and play game 1 tonight. Or today.
They could have played tomorrow.
They could have played tomorrow.
That's what I'm saying.
To Philly. Right. There's another series. You could have played that today too.
Today they could start game 1 tomorrow. That's what I'm saying. Like Friday night, you guys need to play the games when they're not competing against football. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like Sunday you're going to be competing all day with football. Saturday you're competing all day with college football. You got to get in, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday should be your prime fucking games, like in Friday. Like those 4 fucking days in between the weeks right there, you know what? We're playing fucking baseball. Figure it out, baseball. Like, that's what they need to do.
What they should have did was American League Monday, National League Tuesday, American League Wednesday, National League Thursday, off Friday, Saturday, Sunday, start back up Monday afternoon.
Yeah.
And then play the whole week, Monday through Friday. All 5 games. Don't have a day in between. It's just
well done, Juan. Well done.
It's just, Rob Manfred, another miss for Rob Manfred in baseball again.
But yeah. So like I'm looking at the start times for Saturday. Rangers Orioles start at noon. Like that's middle of college football day is starting off at noon. Then you got Twins Astros at 3:45. Again, that's right when college football's still going. Phillies Braves at 5, and then you got Diamondbacks Dodgers at 8:20. This is Central Time, so 9:20 Eastern. So like that's it. I guess that game alone will you have like the 1 or 2 like big primetime college football games.
But I was about to say it depends if there's a big time college football game, everybody's gonna watch that game.
You're in the middle of a college football.
Baseball hasn't realized yet, or they don't want to admit that they're no longer America's pastime, bro. Like, just deal with the fact that football is king, and just work your schedule around when they play. You know what I'm saying? Especially for your playoffs. If you're gonna get the viewers you want, you got you got to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? Accept the fact that football runs it, and then just work your way around it.
Doesn't the NFL not play on Sunday night when the World Series starts? Don't they take?
No, they do. They still play. They're playing every night.
It was like 1 year they didn't. I think they decided we're not playing a Sunday night game. We'll give baseball the.
It was a magical.
It was a mercy. It was a mercy. All right, we'll let you guys get a few viewers here.
Yeah, but still, you can't. If you're baseball, you can't play any playoff games on Sundays and Monday nights.
Yeah,
because NFL is the king. And you're not going to get any eyes on your product. It's all going to go to the NFL.
Right. I am rooting. I am rooting for all the dogs. Like I really hope it's an Orioles Diamondbacks World Series. Now I know MLB does not want that to happen because there would be no fucking ratings for that World Series. But sign me up for it because Rangers. I don't like them. Astros, they've already fucking won. So shut up, Rios and Carlos. So we don't need them.
Baseball wants Atlanta, Baltimore. That's what
I don't want the Phillies.
That would be fun.
I don't want the Phillies or the Braves. I don't want the Dodgers. Give me the Diamondbacks and O's, baby. Those are the two teams I'm rooting for. I'm all in on the Orioles. I hope they win the whole fucking thing.
The Twins are going to beat the Astros, and Diamondbacks are going to beat the Dodgers. Those are the two. That's what's going to happen.
You think the Diamondbacks are beating the Dodgers?
Because the Dodgers pitching staff is shredded right now. Completely shredded. It's Kershaw, and then name your guys after him.
Kershaw is not the greatest October pitcher.
No.
And he's older. You know what I mean?
Like cheating?
Yeah, I'm kind of with you, Nick, bro. I would be good with Baltimore or
Baltimore
Minnesota
awesome.
against the Diamondbacks. Honestly, or the Phillies or Braves. Any
I don't want
three.
nah,
I just don't want to see the
Jonathan
Dodgers. I just want to see the
I'm
Dodgers.
not. No, I don't want the Braves because
okay, well, the Phillies, I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind. You know,
they won it last year. They won it last year.
Nick, I have a question for you. You going to be here next Monday night?
I will be here on Monday.
Jonathan Grisham has some words for you.
Oh, yeah. He wore his T-shirt. He wore the T-shirt. He was upset you were not here to witness it. He said, "This still counts."
Me on the baseball show. He's beside himself. He's waiting to see you on Monday night.
Hey, I'll be there. Hey, he's got to do it for 2 weeks, so you know.
Oh, big ball.
I don't know. I don't mind
who it is. It depends who's playing at that time. Like Baltimore, Texas will be a good series. It'll be an exciting series.
Postseason, I get into a little bit more because it matters. It's not just the 100. Which of these 4 series are you guys are you looking forward to the most, Scott? The Rangers, Orioles, Twins, Astros, Phillies, Braves, Diamondbacks, Dodgers.
I think it's the Rangers, Orioles. I think you got a young team in Baltimore who's been consistently good all year long.
Best team in baseball all year. 101 wins.
Yeah,
they're fun too, man. They're fun to watch, bro. They're fun to watch.
And Texas has an offense that can score 8 to 10 runs almost every game, basically, if they could. So the only bad part of it is the Rangers bullpen sucks, and is that going to rear its ugly head in the series and cost them the playoffs? So we'll see. But Tampa Bay, one thing about Tampa. They looked like they just didn't even want to be in the playoffs this year. 4 errors in the first game, and then the second game they were just diving after balls they had no chance to get. They were booting the ball. It just didn't look like they wanted to be there. So
the Twins, that was their first playoff win since 2004.
Yeah, they didn't play the Yankees this year. That's the whole thing.
Yeah,
every time they play the Yankees in the playoffs, they lose. So
how do you guys feel? Like I don't know how I feel about like these multiple playoff games, and then it's a 2-game series, and then they go out there and they celebrate like they fucking won the goddamn World Series, like jumping on each other and shit. Like,
I mean for the teams that haven't been there, or you know what I'm saying, or not used to getting to the playoffs. I mean, I can see where they're celebrating a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it makes sense. They're moving on in the playoffs. I mean. I get it. Don't go overboard with it, in my opinion. Like, but at the same time, I can understand if they don't. I mean, it's not like they get there every year for some of these teams. You know what I'm saying? Like Baltimore hasn't been there forever. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
I can see them really celebrating. And stuff.
I get the divisional, but the wild card game. If it was one game, I used to kind of like. I really love the 1-game playoff thing.
That was actually pretty cool. That was actually pretty cool.
I don't know how I feel about the 2-game set thing. Like I'm not. I'm not
wild about it either.
Listen, you can't celebrate in the wild card round. You got 3 more series you got to go in.
That's how I feel.
Hey, Washington with some life, ladies and gentlemen. 2-point conversion.
What happened to dude? Like, what happened to Terry McLaurin, bro?
I don't know.
Is it just the offense? Howell? Is it just Sam Howell?
We don't have Sam Howell. Yeah.
Remember in the preseason, the Commanders players were complaining about how tough it was,
the offense,
how tough the enemy was in the preseason.
Yeah,
and their offense hasn't been that good other than the Denver game, basically. So, to me, and
you just chalk that up to Denver right now at this fucking point.
Yeah,
there's always been whispers about Bieniemy though. Like he's always kind of argumentative on the sidelines.
Well, him and Mahomes didn't get along for like 2 years in a row.
Yeah.
And when that happens, your star quarterback, you need to get along with your star quarterback.
Do you remember when Matt Nagy came back and how quick Mahomes was like, oh, this is great. Like Matt Nagy helped me so much. And just glowing about
And the thing
Matt
I
Nagy.
never understood is Andy Reid went out of his way to always praise Bieniemy. It's like he wanted to get rid of him and he didn't know how to. He didn't want to fire him.
He didn't want to just fire him.
It's
not you, it's me. Eric. It's me.
It was Andy Reid. It was Matt Nagy and Andy Reid last year
Mhm.
for the Chiefs. Bieniemy,
Yeah.
He was the OC in name, but Andy Reid, I think, took play calling away from him and said, "Hey, listen, I'm going to call plays in offense."
True.
So,
It could all be part of it. It could really all be part of it about his.
yeah.
interview.
Now we see him in Washington, and they haven't been that good on offense. So,
Right. Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, it's. I don't know if that's like due to the execution or players or what, but I definitely haven't seen anything where I'm just like definitively like it's better or not. You know what I mean? Like Sam Howell's a rookie. I don't know how you grade offensive play.
Right.
Really.
they need to get an
Right.
offensive head coach, and there's what they need to do. There's another
Yeah.
organization.
I agree.
They need some. The DC is what's his name?
Jack Del
Jack
Rio.
Del Rio. Jack Del Rio still the.
I've
He's
not
not
been
been
impressed
for
with
him
him
to
in
go
2 years.
He's
They were
running that
awful on
cover two,
defense
baby.
last year.
He's running that
awful on
Tony Dungy
defense
Tampa
last year.
too.
They're awful again this year.
I mean,
Yeah.
they're gonna wind up clearing house there. So I mean, who's an up and coming offensive mind?
I mean,
that you
Fields has
say that
got
you would
time
wanna
to
put in
throw the ball. Like they're
Uh,
kind of showing things now.
I
Like,
hear the guy that makes the head coach of the Rams is coffee is ready to be hired.
Sean McVay.
Yeah, that's right. Sean
Well, here's a question: do you throw a ton of money at Jim Harbaugh to try to entice him back in the NFL again? If you're Washington,
I think you can give it a shot.
Maybe the Bears do.
that could be too.
He's always been linked to the Bears.
Well, he was a player in Chicago too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
before he went to
yeah.
Indianapolis. So, yeah. I
Nobody
think
can just deal with his attitude.
plus
But
he's
winning
from
cures everything.
he's
I mean,
a coach in Michigan.
Do you
He's in
leave
the-
Michigan? Do you leave Michigan for Washington though?
I think you leave it more for Chicago because I
I
think
mean that honestly makes sense. Or Indianapolis, if
depends
they
if he-
would have, even say if they would have had an opening, that made
Yeah.
sense.
It
Yeah.
depends
He
if
did
he
play
has
there.
the itch, right? Does he want to redeem himself? This is one of only 32 teams, and you get to be the coach of it.
I
And-
think if they get in the playoffs and they don't win it, Michigan, I think then Harbaugh would say, you know what, I've done everything I can do here. It's time to maybe go back to the pros and try to win in the pros. So that would be the mindset with him. But
He'd probably be a good coach or whatever. I just can't stand the guy. He just constantly
Well, I
yelling
mean, he
up
took
the
a team to the Super Bowl. Let's
No. I'm not
against his brother.
discrediting that.
That's right.
He's a good coach. I would totally give him another chance. I just find him a complete asshole. Remember here where he kept walking out of the field and the NFL sent out a memo to every team that said, stop walking.
Wasn't it him and the Jim Schwartz, I think, of the Lions at the time.
Yeah. Did the handshake and he shoved Jim Schwartz.
Yeah.
Jim Schwartz was not having it. Trust me. Jim Schwartz lives down here and is a big personality in Nashville or whatnot. That guy's an alpha. Okay, he's not just going to take that.
He's the Browns DC right now, and that's
Yes.
why they're kicking
Yes.
ass. Jim Schwartz he knows defense.
He said a really nice thing after he kicked our ass. He talked about he had a lot of trouble with his thyroid. No one had any clue. He had a lot of trouble with his thyroid, and he talked about how kind and gracious Mike Vrabel was, saying, hey, if you're ready to do any kind of work whatsoever, you can work 2 days a week with us as a defensive assistant and call it a day if you want to. And I don't know. I just thought that was a cool story. I had no idea he had health problems.
Wasn't he your guys' DC for a while too?
Yeah, he was our DC for quite a while. He was there for the Hainsworth and Kyle Vanden Bosch days. He was the defensive coordinator. Yeah, and then after 2008, he got the head coaching job with the Lions and whatnot. I would have loved – I don't know. I felt like he was on the verge with the Lions, and it just all fell apart on him.
Yeah, well, that's a lot of Jim Caldwell took that team to the playoffs, and they fired him.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, and then they brought in Scott's boy Matt Patricia, and that turned out.
I mean, the Bears the same thing. They fired Lovie Smith after a 10-win season. Now look. I mean,
my boy,
he's your boy. He's a New England Patriot. He's your boy.
He's your boy. You hear
He
me?
screwed Mac Jones up forever. Him and Belichick totally screwed up Mac Jones forever.
and we were all hyped for O'Brien and Belichick. We thought this was going to be Mac Jones was going to was
Their
going to
the
come
offense
back
looks
this
just as
year.
bad, if not worse, than
They
it was
look
last
horrible,
year.
bro. I mean,
Well-
how do you not get the kid a weapon?
I will say this: if they lose this week and Mac Jones struggles again, it's Bailey Zappi. It's Bailey Zappi.
Wow.
I thought it was Bailey Zappi anyway. Is it just not going to be?
I thought it was too, and then he said after the game against Dallas that it's back to Mac Jones again. But I
No
think
more Fatty Mac, please.
I think if Mac Jones struggles again this week against New Orleans, which I'm
He's going
pretty
to
sure
struggle.
he's going
He's
to.
going to struggle against that D.
I heard
Johnny Nasty.
I heard a stat, Scott. Mac Jones is 0-7 as an underdog. 0-7 or
Wow.
0-8 as an underdog.
Yeah. Well, look what they've done. Look what the Patriots have done. They've signed all these quarterbacks: Matt Corral, Greer, Bailey Zappi. They brought back after they cut him. I mean, they got 4 quarterbacks on the practice squad.
The kid that they had in the preseason, I saw some highlights of him. That the third stringer, he looked like he had some talent.
Yeah, they just he for whatever reason Belichick does not like Mac Jones, and I don't think he has since day one. I don't think he wanted to draft him. I think Kraft told him he had to draft him. He had no choice. But
See, my whole shit is then how are you going to be complaining about your head coach if you forced him to draft a certain quarterback?
that's right.
You know
That's
what I'm
right.
saying?
Well,
Then
Mac,
you-
I
then
thought
you
you
gotta
wanted
complain.
him.
Go no further than that. They forced that on them.
I
They
think they have
wanted
all
Mac
this.
Jones, I thought.
They have all this money, free cap room next year. I think they're going to sign a quarterback. I think Kirk Cousins or somebody is going to be the apple of Belichick's eye in the offseason. I really do.
Do you think
I
Belichick survives even though, like, weren't we talking about Kraft coming down on him saying you're not GM anymore?
So I think
We're not fam anymore.
Kraft doesn't want Belichick to break Shula's record someplace else. Because as soon as Kraft fires Belichick, there's going to be 4 or 5 teams on his doorstep waiting for him. So I think Kraft does not want Belichick to break Shula's record if he does in another organization. So I think that he'll say to Belichick, "You're not the GM anymore. We're handing over duties to whoever. You're just going to coach, and that's it." And if Belichick's not happy, then Kraft will say, "All right, there's the door. See you later, buddy. You're done." So,
Man, oh man.
yep.
And
There's
then
going to
Joe
be a major
started-
turmoil in New England in the offseason. Major
He's going
turmoil.
to be joining us in about 5 to 6 minutes or so, and then we'll start making some.
All right,
We'll be
let's
making
everybody
some-
sing Bye Bye American Pie. That's about 4 minutes and 58 seconds.
Bye, bye, Miss American Pie. Drove the Chevy to-
All right, yeah, people are going to stop tuning in if you guys with your fucking singing.
Why would they? That's a great song.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
We're gonna sing U2's Beautiful Day now. We're gonna do
Oh,
a Beautiful
God.
Day next. Why? Listen.
Hey, you want to get that read in, Nick, before
You want
Tanner
to sing
comes on?
Sinatra's My Way?
Yeah, I'll get to the ad read real quick.
He goes, I'll get your read. I got your read right here. That's what I got. I got your read.
Yeah. Let's get to our ad read here. When our community wins with us, we want to ensure you've maximized your return on investment. Line shopping for the best odds matter, and that is why any profitable sports bettor needs to be using multiple sportsbook. Thankfully, there has never been a better time to get signed up, and we're here to connect you with the best promotions industry-wide. Using our link to all the sports books in your region, along with a review of each platform and its unique features. Most importantly, this page automatically connects you to the top promotions at each book, allowing you to start line shopping with an enhanced bankroll. If you want to take advantages of these benefits and support our brand, please consider sign up for your next sports book at signupexpert.com/let's talk. I wanted to ask you guys, I don't know if you guys saw Marshawn Lynch on Shannon Sharp's podcast.
No. I try to stay away from Shannon Sharp.
Marshawn had some interesting things to say about one and only Russ Wilson. From what I've gathered from listening to that podcast, I've just a few clips in here and there. It was pretty much Pete was trying to take care of Russ and was like, you guys, if you guys have something bad to say about Russ, just say it to me. We don't want to hurt this kid's feelings. And pretty much the defense and Marshawn was like, yo, fuck this guy and fuck that guy. He is no contact with Russ, no contact with Pete Carroll. He said that's not his quarterback. He's just a guy that handed him the ball.
Wow.
You know, and you listen to several guys on that team, that the Legion of Doom, and things like that. Like that 1 yard throw that they stood by, like that deteriorated that whole team and that franchise.
Oh,
and
yeah.
it's taken them so long to recover. Marshawn has said it before. He said, I think that the reason they went to that call is because I was a free agent at the end of the year. So why not, instead of giving me the ball where I get the shine, they wanted to let this young kid have the shine in the big moment. And so, yeah, I mean, it sounds like Russ Wilson might still be the most cringiest person in the world. And I don't know if he's even that good at football anymore.
Let's ride.
He looks awful in Denver. I think Sean Payton's wishing he was back on TV.
I remember, I think it was his last year when he was with Seattle, and Cliff Averill got on a podcast. I don't remember who, and he said, "Wow," and he said,
"They throw a flag there." Allen body slam.
Whack. But Cliff Averill said that they pretty much lost the team with that call, and that a bunch of them were going to be shipped out after that because they were visibly and audibly saying that was the stupidest decision you've ever made in your entire life or whatever. And
it was.
Yeah, it was. Everyone knows it.
Right.
But of course, they circled the wagons or whatnot. But Cliff Averill had said that, and people kind of tossed it up to sour grapes because he got cut and something like that. But now it's starting to look like, man, I think maybe he was right.
I mean, everybody, the whole country, the whole world that was watching the game assumed that Marshawn Lynch was going to get the ball. He had just ran for like 7-8 yards to get them to the 1 yard line, and you don't
made 0 sense.
And then for the Patriots, I mean, come on, that part of that is why. And I don't want to get into this whole discussion about the greatest, but you know what I'm saying. In my opinion, Brady is the winningest quarterback ever, but I don't think he's the greatest quarterback ever. In my opinion, there was a lot that went into those championships. I'm just saying, like that's a perfect example right there.
You just love your Marino, don't you? You can't let it go.
No, I'm not. I don't think Marino's the greatest quarterback either.
Listen, I'm only saying this because you came after me earlier in the pod. Now I'm coming after you.
That's fine. I'm just saying.
Johnny?
Honestly, I would go with Joe Montana. I would go with John Elway. You know what I'm saying? I mean, again, I'm not. Tom Brady's great. You know what I'm saying? You can't take that away from him, obviously. You know what I'm saying? Especially going down to Tampa, even though Tampa was loaded, going down to Tampa and winning a title his first year away from Belichick in Tampa, props. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But a lot of those titles, especially the first couple in Boston, in New England, that was all defense and probably the greatest clutch kicker ever that won most of those titles of the first 2 or 3 at least. So, and then again, the Seattle Seahawks do that stupid move, and that should have been an L.
But Johnny, here I'm gonna rebuttal before even Scott goes. On that Rams game, he led them down there. You know what I mean? It was a minute and a half left, and Joe Madden is saying, not Joe Madden, but John Madden is saying hey, just take the kneel. Him and Pat Summerall saying just take the kneel.
No, I remember that. I remember
and going to overtime, and Brady.
Right, but see that's the key thing right there. They weren't losing; it was tied, so there wasn't any pressure of I got to take us down the field to win the game.
But he took him down.
No, and I give him credit for that. But the defense also held the greatest team on turf down so that they had an opportunity to win that game. Yeah, I'm just saying. And again, Tom Brady's great. Scott is speechless. He's great. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? I mean, again, he's the winningest quarterback ever. And yes, he's in the, you know what I'm saying? He's obviously in the discussion, but I mean, I don't know. I as far as pure quarterback talent, you know what I'm saying? I don't think he's the greatest.
Scott,
and that's my opinion.
Are you posting one of those fake historical pictures?
Am I still gonna be able to do the show with you on Thursdays, or did
I
I just get my pink slip?
I am
Just get my
not
pink
taking
slip?
part in this conversation. This is not happening.
Go ahead, Scott.
No,
Go ahead.
well,
Stick it to your
Let him
guy.
have it, Scott.
okay.
Give him
Okay,
one,
so-
Scott.
No, go ahead.
I will say that I think Brady and Montana are co-greatest of all time because I think any good quarterback has to lift the talent around him up and have them play at their optimum levels. And Joe Montana, we'll go with Joe Montana first since he played earlier. He did that with the 49ers. John Taylor, I mean, come on, really? Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, Brent Jones at tight end, all these guys, they got lifted up by Montana. If Montana was not there, they would not have been the players they were. Jerry Rice would have been, obviously. He's the greatest receiver of all time, bar none. And there's not anybody close to him, I don't think.
To me, Randy Moss.
Brady did the same thing with the Patriots.
Yeah.
Brady did the same thing with the Patriots, guys. He took guys like Cambrell Tompkins, Deion Branch, David Patton, David Givens, J.R.
Tim
Brown.
Brown.
He took all these guys.
Troy Brown. Was it Troy Brown?
Troy Brown. He lifted all these guys up. And that's what the mark of a great quarterback is. So when people say who's the greatest of all time, I say it's Brady and Montana because of what they did for the talent that was around them. The only reason Brady is a little bit ahead of Montana is because of Super Bowl win. How many times he won a Super Bowl? But Belichick also put him in that spot to go to the Super Bowl with his defense and win. So it's not all Brady, but a big majority of it is Tom Brady.
Right. Absolutely.
I saw a Twitter thing.
I put him as goats.
Somebody tried to tell me Joe Montana couldn't play in today's era, and I said, "You're fucking dumbass." And he could play in any era. That's how good Joe Montana. The guy called his own fucking plays. He had, you know what I mean? Like played in a league. Imagine where where they couldn't touch you. You know what I mean? Like that's the thing. In today's game, is way softer than when he was playing in those days. Like he could have played in any era and been great in any era.
Absolutely.
He had Jerry Rice, and I will say, to me, Jerry Rice is the go to receiving. Scott, I just think, to me, Randy Moss is the most talented receiver to ever touch the field because there was nothing you could do when Randy was focused. There was nothing nobody could do to stop him. Right. I mean, Randy, go deep. That's all you got to do. And you would just run. He was faster, jump higher, stronger than every receiver, any D-back there was. But I actually just watched a little thing on the thing about Jerry was he was the most in shape player. Like I would just watch a thing with Deion. Deion said like everybody would wear down in the game, and you're locking up every game, back in them days, especially. And he said, but Jerry just never got tired. Just fourth quarter, he's still going like just if not stronger than he was every place else, and that's what separated Jerry. He wasn't as talented, nowhere near the talent Randy Moss is, but just outworked everybody.
Well, Jerry Rice did those insane workouts in the offseason, running up hills and doing all this, catching balls. Balls a day.
Yeah, you hear stories about like guys who would try to work out with Jerry on those mountain climbings, and they just couldn't. I just couldn't do it. I tried to just if I could see Jerry, I felt like I was gonna win. I was okay. So let's go ahead and bring Tanner in, and we'll go ahead and start making our week 5 picks here.
Hi, Tanner.
He doesn't want to come on.
No, we gotta.
Yeah.
First of all,
what up?
Why is nobody making fun of Scott's filter he has? It looks like.
I know. Scott's looking older than what he normally does.
We just accept it, dude. We just accept it. That's all.
Yeah, I just want him I want him to put on those 1930s gangster outfits.
Tanner, can you
as soon as Nick? Oh, here we go. As soon as Nick talked about me and Dick Butkus, I had to change my filter to a 1930s filter.
Nick, you
mean a Civil War uniform with your hand tucked in? That would be great.
Nick, just take that off, dude. Just take
Can
that.
you update us on who's in the lead for the gold chain, baby?
Put
Who's
it
going
on.
to
Put it on,
This is
Nick.
why nobody wants this gold chain, is because we don't know where that gold chain has traveled to and things. So
I'll hang it behind me. Don't
That's true.
worry.
That's true.
All right,
Bob.
ladies and gentlemen, let's get into it. Here, pick a recap here for week
Your mic.
4.
Ooh.
Yeah, you're staticky.
Oh, look at this face. He's so sad. Look at it. Here,
It's gonna
I'll
work
do what's
now.
going on in his head right
Doesn't it?
now.
It's gonna work. No, isn't it? Does it work?
Yeah, it worked.
Yeah,
There
there
you
you
go.
go.
You're good.
That sounds better.
Okay, give me 1 minute. Hold on, I gotta do something.
All right.
Right.
Can you talk
All right.
like can you talk like
I
Christopher
blame-
Walken the
I
rest
blame
of the show?
StreamYard for this, to be
That'd be
honest. with
great.
you.
Now it's stuck on my head.
Better put on that sexy background music the whole time. You better put on that Sim City.
Scott, don't worry, I haven't done anything nasty to the chain like I have the fantasy belt. So you know what I mean. Me and the fantasy belt might have made love a few times.
Nick takes off the chain and you hear that skin like.
I told my wife we're having sex. The belt stays on. That's what I told her.
Hear that chain jingling, jing, jing, jingling, toot, toot.
All right. Am I still staticky?
You're good.
You're
You're
good.
good.
You're good now.
You're good.
Okay.
Now we
let's
lost
try it
Scott.
now.
But
You're not
updates.
staticky to
Am I
me,
still-
Tanner.
Am I staticky yet?
Now you are.
Now you
Now
are.
you,
I am staticky.
a little. Yeah.
He's so mad. Are you going to be different, Tanner?
Can you flipping anything on this flipping?
Hey, can you do that? Can you do that guy that holds the mic on this channel? Can you do that guy?
Hold on,
Tommy's
guys.
trying
I'm
to
working
make
on-
it a game here.
Maybe, yeah, they're trying. Maybe if you talk
Did they
like
score-
you're on
wait,
national.
What happened? What happened?
Commies kicked the field goal. It's 27-14.
Oh, I don't fucking care about that.
Can you you can talk like you're on national public radio the whole time. Maybe it won't pop so bad. Hey everybody.
What are you doing, dude?
Now Scott, is Scott out? What happened to Scott? Where did he go?
I'll bring him back in.
Did something happen? Okay.
Look, he looks better.
I
Yeah.
fixed my camera, okay, to make it look better. I'm not
Hey,
1930s
there's
anymore.
no. Why is everybody so aggressive to me today? What the hell's
me
going
and
on?
Tanner are pissed. Me and
What
Tanner
the
are
hell is
pissed about our
going on?
computers.
Look, if we
This
got
guy
beef,
has to do
if we got beef, yo, let's chew on it. Come on.
Go ahead, Tim. Can you update
All
us
right.
on the standings? Yeah, there we go.
I got it now. So the whole choppiness thing you get, I get it on the sports phones all the time when I bring something up during the stream. So I'm blaming StreamYard because it doesn't happen anywhere else that I've tested it on. So
It's because
Oh.
the
Blaming
last
it
2
on
weeks,
our
the last 2
wonderful
weeks have been
engine
terrible.
that gives us all
All right.
voices.
brace yourself here. I'm gonna do my best here. All right, so week 4, pick recap. The Thursday night pick, of course, Jim and John both got it right. Alliance -1.5 there, as well as Johnny and myself. Meanwhile, Nick, Sam, and Scott decided to go with the pack.
Boo.
Which sucked. Anyways, we went on, continued on. In
The
England,
last time I'm picking
in,
the Packers.
across seas, you have Scott and myself with Jaguars on the win there at -3.
Ah, shit. I
Uh,
thought I picked the Jags. Damn it.
Now, Broncos -3 was a void series since they won exactly by 3, so nobody won or lost that one. Next up, Ravens Browns. Ravens +3 in that one there. Scott, myself, and Mr. Nick got that one right. Next up, Bengals Titans. Sam with the only win on that one, with the Titans +2.5.
I did it on purpose.
I'm gonna go ballistic on this. Just shit.
Why is it all quiet?
He was trying to do
We're listening to Tanner.
Sorry, I'm just making sure the shit's actually looking right. Yeah, it looks. So yeah, it looks right. Okay.
All right. Well,
All right.
Nick, start singing a
Dolphins.
lyrics. What's that?
We all had Dolphins +2.5. Obviously, that didn't tailor out very well, did it?
It's not
Not,
Johnny.
not so much. Not so much.
Eagles, the Commanders at +9. Johnny with that dub right there. Everybody else got it wrong. Bucks Saints Bucks plus 3.5. Myself, everybody but Johnny got that one right.
We all got
Vikings,
that.
Panthers, Vikings plus minus 4.5. Everybody but Nick got that right. Rams, Colts, everybody but Scott got that right. Steelers,
We all
so the
take
Texans
turns.
plus 3. Everybody but Nick and Sam got that right.
Ooh.
And move on here towards the final stretch here. Raiders, Chargers. Chargers minus 5.5. Everybody but Nick got that right. 49ers, Cardinals. Everybody got that wrong but me. So 49ers minus 14, baby. Got that dub over you guys.
All right.
Pats,
That's
Cowboys.
enough. Stop patting yourself on the back. All right.
Sam, Scott, and Johnny got that one right at minus 6.5. Chiefs minus 9. We all got that loss there. And then the Seahawks minus 1. We all got that right. So your standings here for week 4, for the weekly
Mahomes.
standings, we have at last place, bringing up the rear, the guy with the gold chain, Nick Bodkins at 4.
Boom.
You have Sam at 7. You have Johnny and Scott tied for the 8 mark for the second and third place. And finally, you're Keen at 10 picks correctly. You're looking at the overall.
That's the third of the week.
Yeah, it was. I'll tell you what. Your overall standings for the year through 4 weeks, everybody. And coming up in last place, still not hitting the 30-point mark, is Mr. Nick of the Man Bodkins at 29 overall.
He's just
next
giving
up
us a
is-
chance. He wants
next
to
up-
comeback story.
Next place up from the bottom is no other than Mr. Scott Betty Man himself at 34. Johnny,
Your middle
just
name's
one place
Betty?
above at 35.
I'm
sitting there in nice
still
third
one place
place.
above, though. I'll take it.
Now, let's remember this here. Sam's been first place for the last 3 weeks, right?
All right, Tanner.
Sam's
you're
out
first
here
place.
like,
I got
I'm
it.
going to be big and
Thank
bad.
All
The
right,
Keen has returned since its four pick run. The man, the myth, the
cheated.
legend, myself is at 37.
He's
Meanwhile,
the Astros.
Sam is
He
second
cheated.
place at 36. Some big weeks here.
Hog all the glory.
Let's get this thing going,
Let's
dude.
do it.
All right, let's get it going. Let me get the hammer ready.
Bring them out. Bring them out. Bring
Who
'em
all
out,
picked the?
bring 'em out.
Anybody pick the commies this week? Did anybody pick the commies?
We all
I
did,
did.
except
I
for
think we all
No, I
did.
picked the Bears.
Did you?
I took the
Oh,
I picked the Bears
goodness
to win this
gracious.
game.
Wait, no,
I
Scott picked the Bears.
yeah,
I picked
Scott
the Bears
switched
too.
it up.
Look at the text messages. I said I got
Yeah,
Bears
because
plus.
he
yeah,
changed
Yeah, I
his
didn't,
vote.
I didn't get a chance to write it down, so you guys are
Oh.
safe. Jonathan picked the Commanders. Jim picked the Commanders. I picked the Commanders.
I picked
On
the
that
Commanders.
one, you picked the Commanders.
Yeah.
So yeah, we got it in the text here. Yeah, Scott changed this to the Bears at +7.
The Spurs.
He must have knew about Dick beforehand somehow.
He knows a lot about Dick.
Scott, sorry, Sam was Washington. Nick was the Bears, and yeah, Johnny.
Oh, I don't like
Looks
that.
like I might be getting the game back, baby. All right, let's get into it.
One day,
What's that
congratulations.
Yeah. We got to start somewhere. DJ Moore. Oh my God, he's gone. He is. Oh, they're saying he stepped out.
Yeah, what a guy.
What? What?
He is killing it. If you got DJ Moore on your fantasy team, he's killed it. He is
Oh,
killing
I
it.
traded him.
three
I-
high stakes leagues. DJ Moore. He's going off.
All right, let's get into it. Tanner, let's start with the London game.
So this is actually all the DraftKings lines for us, so we don't have to look around. So you
Oh,
got
good.
Jacksonville. Buffalo's the home team technically, but it isn't London. It's Jacksonville. You got -5.5 for the Bills in this game here, and over under just for people's sake of 48.5 there. So Nick, let's get it rolling.
All right, yeah. So I can see them all. So I'll spread it out. Yeah, it is Jacksonville and Buffalo, 8:30 a.m. Good morning game. We'll be on air at that time as we're going. It is Jacksonville coming off the big win. They looked like they played their best game, but the Bills are also coming off their best game. Sam, do you like Jacksonville at +5.5, or you like the Bills?
Jacksonville's caught them with their pants down before and won a game that was like 9-3 or 9-0. I can't even remember. I think the Bills are going to take it though. Bills and the points, please.
Bills and the points.
Bills minus
Bills -5.5.
minus
They're
minus
giving-
5.5.
They're giving 5.5.
You're giving 5.5, Sam. We'll teach you the lingo here. When
I
it's the
can't
plus
forget- it's
team, you
so
say
small.
take the points.
So that's what she said.
Oh,
You ain't never tell me that, baby.
Johnny,
Johnny,
tell me that. I gave her all the twin
you
girls.
got a
and the
good
boys.
look, up close and personal on that look on that good Bills team, but you also got the Jags and Trevor Lawrence as your MVP. So, who you like in this one?
Yeah, and I'm
let's
feeling
hear
better
from
and better
Flores,
about
Alan.
that Trevor Lawrence pick every day. No, Jacksonville looked a little better. Jacksonville actually got to stay in London for the whole week, whereas Buffalo has to travel over there. I think Buffalo wins the game, but I think Jacksonville keeps it close enough to cover. So I'm going to take Jacksonville and the points.
Scott.
Buffalo is in the air traveling to London right now as we speak.
Right.
I will take Jacksonville plus the 5.5.
Tanner.
Uh-oh.
Easy there.
Sorry, guys. Too much yelling today. Let's see here. Do I trust the Jags? Not really. Do I trust the Bills? A little bit more than the Dolphins now. So give me Buffalo at minus 5.5.
I'm with Johnny. I think there's something to be said here is that Jacksonville got to stay over there in London for a whole week and be prepared on the body clock. They've got to go through this for the next week again. I'd like Bills money line, but give me Jacksonville plus 5.5. This just seems like after the ass whooping that they gave the Dolphins, it seems like this is where a Josh Allen 3 interception game happens. I feel like right when you're like, oh, Josh Allen is MVP fucking P. This is where he has one of them games where he throws 2 or 3 interceptions. Give me Jacksonville at plus 5.5, baby.
Woo!
It just feels like a classic letdown game after they were so hyped up to beat up on Miami. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, they'll probably still win, but I think Jacksonville will cover.
Yeah. Speaking of the Miami, they got the Giants coming to town, and it's what do we? I don't see
the Giants to Miami. It's minus 12.5.
Okay, I see the minus 12. I just see minus 12. I didn't see the DraftKings on that.
Yeah. The DraftKings is your right hand side there. So minus 12.5 for.
Oh, I got you right here. I see it. So it's minus 12.5 against. God, the Giants looked awful on Monday night. Scott, can we not get Giants? I petition the league not to have the Giants on Monday on any primetime game the rest of the year. That offensive line is atrocious. Scott, who you like here at minus 12.5 for the Dolphins? Big spread.
Miami minus 12.5. Short week for the Giants. Traveling down to hot and humid Miami. No shot. Even if Saquon plays, no shot. Miami.
Wow.
Taylor, what's your thoughts here? 12.5.
Giants stink. It's over, everybody.
They stink. It's over.
They stink.
It's over.
Give me the Dolphins at minus 18 and 180.5 to fill that line there.
80 billion.
Sam, what about you? Who you like in this one?
Oh, there's no way
God.
you could like. There's no way you could like the Giants. Did you see how disgusted Dable was with Jones? My God. No, Miami. Miami's gonna take it. Minus 12.
Johnny, big spread for your
that's
Dolphins to cover.
That's a lot of points. But the Giants are one of the worst teams. Their offensive line has injuries all over the place. Even if Saquon plays, there's nobody to block for him. Daniel Jones throwing interceptions at the goal line. And their defense is blitz happy, and Tua is one of the best quarterbacks against the blitz. Mm-hmm. I'm nervous about the 12.5, but I'll go ahead and say the Dolphins. The Dolphins will cover it.
They
Look at
stink.
you, Homer.
We're all in on the Dolphins at minus 12.5.
Emy, owie, owie.
Well,
I think Mostert's going to have a great game.
Yeah.
I hope it's Achain that has a great game. Can they get the kid some more than 6 carries this game?
I think
You need like 20 points.
again, this is one of the things we talked about Mike McDaniel getting away from the run. I mean, once again, he mentioned it this week. I mean, even though Buffalo stomped us out, but we only ran the ball 6 times in the first half.
All they got,
what are you doing?
Touchdowns.
Right. So, yeah, he's special, bro.
Yeah, he is. We get into the next one here. It is New Orleans and New England. It looks like Hey, I just said it earlier, Scott. What's his name? Mac Jones is 0-8 as a dog. He's a dog, or they're a favorite at +1. They're a dog here by 1 point. What's your thoughts here on your Patriots as the Saints come? Can Derek Carr? I mean, if Derek Carr can't throw the ball 10 yards, he needs to be replaced by Jameis Winston, by the way, because they just dinked and dunked it the whole game last game. So anyway, in a pick'em game between two teams that kind of stink right now, you like your Patriots at home?
It doesn't matter. Mac Jones can't throw to anybody. The Saints are going to win the game easily. There's no way the Patriots win this game. No way. Not with all the stuff going on. So the Saints. Yeah, I kind of like that score, Alan.
Saints, Pats, and a pick 'em, Johnny.
The Saints let me down last week against the Bucks.
Hold on. Does anybody know what the temperature is going to be up here? Because if it's under 50 degrees, Derek Carr is terrible.
You live up there. How are you going to know what the temperature is? You look at the temperatures.
Matt Judon is hurt. You know what I'm saying? Christian
Gonzalez. The temperature's going to be here. I don't fucking know. I live in Missouri, 1,000 miles away, Scott. I'm not fucking paying attention to the weather where you live.
Nick, we're going to be nicer to our co-host. Nicer.
All right. Again, Matt Judon and Christian Gonzalez kid are both out. This offense can't do shit, bro. Like,
I love how Johnny just keeps going talking after.
I'm trying to. You're saying I'm trying
to carry the show here.
He's like,
I'm gonna go with the Saints. I have no confidence in this at all, honestly, because. I mean, you don't know what you're going to get out of Derek Carr. I think his shoulders, I think his arm is still messed up, but we'll see what happens. But I'll take the Saints. Oh, this is going to be an ugly game. That's going to be an ugly game.
Tanner, Saints, Pats, and a pick'em.
What is it? Felipe is down there in Florida? Yeah, Felipe is down there in Florida. It's heading up to Boston. It's going to be a rainy one. Big old Zeke and Mr. Stevenson are going to run all over these freaking New Orleans Saints because they can't move an offense. Give me the Patriots at +1 to win this game. By the way, the last time the Saints were a -1 favorite, they lost to the goddamn Packers. So if they lose to the Packers, it's really the Patriots that beat them.
Tanner, reminder, he might not play this week.
Bro, I got an interesting stat here too, bro. 71% of the Patriots drives have ended in a punt or a turnover.
So bad, dude.
Hey, and
that's insane, bro.
There you go, Bill O'Brien. Way to go, buddy.
Wow.
Keep it up.
Mac Jones, 0-8 as a dog too, Tanner. So there's that.
Don't care. Give me the Pats, dude. +1.
Sam, Pats, Saints, and a pick'em.
Gosh, I don't like either of these teams.
This game could end in a 3-3 tie.
Yeah.
Saints haven't covered a spread yet. They're 0-3-1.
Wow.
I think
something's got to give. Something's got to give here.
Something's got to give. Yeah, I think New Orleans has got some pretty good talent. I think I'm going to go with New Orleans on this one.
Tanner's on Saints Island or Pat's Island by himself. I'm riding with the Saints. We get into, man, this series used to be must-see TV to me. I would tune in no matter what. Baltimore, Pittsburgh, the big black and blue.
I still do.
When it's Ed Reed, Troy Polamalu, Ben Roethlisberger, like always some fun, great games for Baltimore and Pittsburgh. Don't know if we're going to quite get that defensive battle. It would always be 9-3, but nonetheless, Baltimore coming off a big win, bounce back win last week, which they thrashed Cleveland. Pittsburgh seems to be in the dumps right now as they got thrashed by the Texans. It's Pittsburgh are dogs at 4.5 here. Tanner, who you like?
The last two head-to-heads last year were decided by 3 points and a 2-pointer. We're at +4.5. If we kind of look here at some of the trends here, obviously Baltimore's 3-1 against the spread. Pittsburgh's 2-2. Give me the Pittsburgh Steelers at +4.5 because Baltimore can't finish a goddamn team.
They finished the Browns last week pretty good.
Okay, you beat a backup quarterback. Congratulations.
Oh, the backup quarterback giving Scott was highly
Congratulations.
touted.
You beat a non-dealing quarterback. Who cares about that guy?
Woo!
Oh, you cared about him on Sunday morning,
Where's the
though.
fire today?
Well, I want to know. I want you to know who the hell he is, as you should.
It doesn't fucking matter who he is because he played like shit. That's all I need to know.
Hey, Nick, can you do it like The Rock,
Tiana.
please? If we're going to do it.
Can I ask you
doesn't
something?
matter.
Was our illustrious host here Sunday?
I was here
Yeah,
Sunday.
he was here. I
Oh, he
wasn't
was
there.
here, that's right. Okay.
Wait, was I there?
Yeah, you guys were
What the
talking.
hell?
You guys were talking to JDM or whatever.
Bro, y'all need to pass some of that,
Oh, yeah, I
bro.
was here.
Are
I won't
any
be
of
in
us
this
really
Sunday,
here?
that's what it
You
was.
know,
Nobody knows where they
Scott,
were.
we'll start with. We'll go back to you. Who you like in the black and blue game?
I agree with Tanner. 8 of the last 9 games, the underdog has covered the spread in this series. Give me the Pittsburgh Steelers plus 4.5.
Johnny.
I mean, I expect Pittsburgh to be hyped up for this. It's a divisional game. It's always a close game. But, I mean, the Ravens are one of the best teams in the red zone. That Pittsburgh can't run the ball. Kenny Pickett's banged up. He can't.
Yeah, he is playing,
I think he forgot that George Pickens was on his team because he can't get the kid the ball. I'm gonna say the Ravens. I'm gonna say the Ravens beat them down by at least. Yeah, I think I'm with Allen. I think they beat them by at least a touchdown, maybe 10 points.
Woo. Sam.
Ooh.
I think Pittsburgh is going to be hyped up for this game. I think Trubisky plays decent, not great, but decent. And I don't think. What is it? Not Trubisky?
I thought Kenny
no.
Pickett. I thought
Kenny Pickett's
playing.
going. Kenny
Yeah,
Pickett's playing.
Oh, he's going to play.
With the sore knee.
Ugh.
Yeah.
That might change my vote then. All right, Baltimore -4.
I think I'm right with you guys. I just think this game's always close. It doesn't matter who the hell. It doesn't matter who the quarterbacks are. What's going on? Both these teams could be undefeated, and not win a fucking game. One team could be undefeated, and not win a game, and it's always going to be close. So I'm going to go with the Steelers at plus 4.5 here.
I don't blame you. I'm with you, Nick. I used to watch it every time it was on prime time. They kill each other.
Yes, it was always my favorite game to watch. Like, just I loved it. It was always
it's a darn shame it's at 12.
yeah. Let's get into the next one. It's Carolina and Detroit. Detroit home favorites at -10. Sam, who do you like here?
Oh, it's Detroit. It's I mean, come on. Carolina's dead in the water. They haven't even begun to find anything, any really viable offense. No identity. Nah. Detroit has them. They got them.
Tanner?
You got head-to-head last year. Carolina won this game by 3 points. Or no, by 3, by like 15. So looking at it here, I mean, the only issue is Carolina can't run the ball. Miles Sanders isn't what everybody thought he would be. Can't run the ball.
Exactly what I thought he was, actually.
Well, Chuba Hubbard can't do it either. So without the run game, the 3-1 against the spread, Detroit Lions become 4-1 with the -10. Give me the Lions with their 2 recent victories against the Falcons and the shitty ass Packers. Carolina gets beat by more than 10 points.
Johnny?
Yeah, I think I'm riding with Tanner on this. I mean, not only can they not run the ball, but Bryce Young can't throw the ball past the line of scrimmage. 32% of their passes are at the line of scrimmage or behind. Detroit, they're feeling good. You know, Montgomery's running the ball well. Jared Goff is playing well. That offensive line is probably one of the top 2 or 3 in the whole league. I think they're going to run the ball down Carolina's throat. 10 is a lot, but I think – I had it at 9.5 earlier, but 10. Yeah, I mean, I'm still going to take the Lions to cover that. I think they beat them down. It's at least a 2-touchdown game.
Scott.
Has anybody seen Bryce Young play quarterback this year?
Woo!
No shot.
I have.
No shot. Detroit in a romp.
This is a game right here. We got a game.
The way the Bears won, Carolina to keep.
We're all in on Detroit here. Detroit, this is a new Detroit team. Looks like they're putting teams away when they got a chance to. They're putting foot on the throat. So give me Detroit at -10. We'll all go down together in the show.
Are you saying they're showing up on your front porch? Yeah,
They are showing up on the front porch. You don't got to fucking find them anymore. They're showing up on the front
that is
porch.
absolutely terrifying.
I'd like to Dan Campbell show up on my front porch. I bet we could share a few cigs and a few cold ones. You know what I mean? Let's get
tired, man. I'm ready to go home.
Just for a second. You go for a 2-point conversion, Sam Howell runs up the middle with a defense.
Oh my
Come on,
God,
really?
that's horrible.
Come on,
Yeah.
really? Come on,
That is
Ron.
hor-
Call
that's
something.
bad. That's just bad.
I'm surprised this spread here. I'm surprised Houston's not the favorite. It's Houston 1.5 dogs going to Atlanta. Tanner, who you like here? Why am I
Look, I
surprised?
Yeah, why are you surprised?
Because I think Houston's better than Atlanta. Like
Well,
the way
it's because
Houston
they
played
are,
yesterday.
Nick. It's because
I
they
know.
are.
Exactly.
The Houston Texans are the better team. CJ Stroud and Tank Dell are the better combo. And you kind of saw this last week against Pittsburgh and also Jacksonville's game as well. That Houston ain't putting up no offense. Of course they are. They're putting up a lot of offense in this place. Damian Pierce doesn't have to run the ball for 6 yards average. He doesn't have to. Just pass the goddamn ball around, baby. As always. In my easy money bet of the week from the Buffoons last night, give me the Texans at +1.5. Let's get this dub.
Yeah. I'll go ahead, Johnny.
I mean, Jesus, Atlanta. I mean, I like CJ Stroud. I like what he's doing, especially the last couple weeks. It's a road game. That Atlanta defense, it's not bad. Desmond Ridder sucks. Bijan has been running all over the place. Oh man, I'm a ride with the Texans. I don't have much confidence in this. I mean, I'm hoping that they can pull it off, but Atlanta's better than what they've shown the last couple of weeks. But we'll see what happens. Like I said, I'm not a Desmond Ridder fan, but their backup is what, Heineke.
Yeah.
He may come in the second half, bro.
Go ahead, Scott.
Hey, somebody called the Texans winning this division in April. Me. Texans.
In Rios.
And Rios.
Rios. Texas. Rios is drunk on the couch right now. Give me Houston +1.5. Again, like Tanner said, easy money bet of the week. This is the Vegas loophole game.
Yep.
I took the money line.
Yeah, take full advantage of it.
Sam.
Texans defense ranks 19th against the run. I think that's plenty for Bijan Robinson to get the yards. But in the end, Stroud's better than Ridder. So Houston and the points.
Yeah, I love what Houston's doing. CJ Stroud looks like a dude. My bookie gave you a free $10 bet, and so you get one bet to put it on. I bet it all on Houston to beat Atlanta as the dog because why not? So let's go Texans, baby.
I'm going to switch my pick now.
We're all in
You
on.
can do that according to Scott. You can just do it.
We're all in on the Texans. We got Sam's Titans headed to Indy. Jonathan Taylor looks like he's going to be full go and playing. The Colts are 2.5 dogs at home. Sam, we'll start with you since this is your team.
This is a division game. I feel queasy about it. But Jonathan Taylor does not scare me because the Titans have done a very good job against him. AR scares me half to death. However, I think Mike Vrabel likes having 5 over the Colts, which he does. Our offensive line got better with our starting left tackle returning. I think the Titans are going to prevail here, but they'll win something like a 24-17 game or something like that. So Titans win.
Tanner?
2.5 is the magic number, ladies and gentlemen. 2.5. So far, twice this season with a 2.5, whether you're favored or not spread, they have hit the victory. That's against the shitty ass Bengals and the Los Angeles Chargers. Head to head last year with the Indianapolis Colts, Tennessee was -2.5 favorites, and they covered that as well. 2.5 being the line, 2.5 being the magic number here, ladies and gentlemen. 3-1 against the spread. The Tennessee Titans go to 4-1 with that minus 2.5 against the shitty ass Colts.
So you like the Titans? Got it. Jimmy.
I appreciate your dialogue, sir.
Just trying to give good stats here, right?
Yeah,
Johnny,
I appreciated it too, Ted. I appreciate it too. I'm gonna keep it nice and short for you, Nick.
For all the
I'm
people
gonna
at home, I was just letting them know. I
I'm-
was just letting them know in case they fell asleep.
I'm gonna take the Titans and the points, man.
Scott.
I need to stop making up ground here. I'm taking the Colts plus 2.5.
That a boy.
I think Anthony Richardson will make the difference in this game.
Yeah,
This is my island in the sun.
if this game was in Tennessee, I'd probably pick the Titans. But at home, give me the Colts and Jonathan Taylor to have this big game. Let's go Colts, baby.
Thought we were friends, Nick. Thought we were friends.
Tanner, do what?
Keeping
I'm with-
receipts.
riding with the last place guy here.
Bro,
Really?
I
Do
thought the
have
Colts.
to?
I thought the
Yeah,
Colts
you
were the
are.
favorites in that one.
Nah, the Colts are plus 2.5, right? Wasn't it?
Was it the
Colts
Colts?
Colts are
yeah.
plus 2.5. Yes,
Yeah.
Yep.
Give me the points in the Colts.
I'll still stick with the Titans. Though.
I am.
Then we get to the Bengals. God, they've looked fucking awful. Joe Burrow needs to be sat down.
Yes.
He looks awful, but here they are going to Arizona, a team that never says die.
Scrappy.
And the Cardinals at plus 3. Tanner, who you like in this one?
Look, it'd be the dumbest thing to pick Joey B in that Cincinnati Bengals until he freaking sits out for a couple weeks. Arizona's the pick here, 3-1 against the spread here. Didn't play head to head the last few years either. This Cardinals team plays super hard, a lot of effort into play, and it shows and it reflects for them as well. Give me the Cards to cover at plus 3. If not, win.
Yeah, Scott.
Louisiana Tech's on the comeback trail against Western Kentucky here. I don't like this.
That's ridiculous, dude.
This is getting bad. Arizona's been competitive all season long. If Zach Ertz catches that ball, they cover against San Francisco last week. I can't trust Cincinnati at all. Give me Arizona.
Third quarter?
Johnny.
I mean, logic would say that the Cincinnati Bengals should win this game easily. Like we said, Arizona's been playing well against most of the teams this year. I mean, I just don't trust Joe Burrow. You know what I'm saying? He just can't push off that leg, man. Like, why he shouldn't have started the season, man. Like, their whole season is blown. It's over now. Like you said.
It's over.
I'm gonna take the Cards at home with the points.
I love the passion, Tanner.
That's sad. Like we saw Arizona would win one game.
They
games
play hard,
great,
man.
though.
They do, man.
I love it.
Props to their coach. You know what I'm saying? Because he gets
Yeah.
those guys ready to play every game. And Dobbs, he got traded a week or 10 days before the season started.
Yeah.
And he's been playing well, man. So
Sam, who you like in this one?
I love the Cardinals. I love this scrappy team. They're quickly becoming one of my favorite teams that I'm currently watching. Playing. And I'm with you. This Bengals team, it looks like trouble, like absolute trouble. The season's going to get away from. One more thing about the Titans game, though. If I lose, I have to have an Ethan Hawke goatee. Was the bet with the Colts friend of mine.
God.
There you go.
That's gonna be awesome.
Can't
And
wait
if
to see it.
And if Tennessee wins, he has nice hair, good locks of hair. He has to wear it like Princess Leia for the next show. So
That's
You know,
great.
every week I've sat here and I said Bodkins, Burrow, Bengals.
yeah,
You getting tired of it yet?
Can't do it.
no, you can't.
I can't do it anymore. I mean, they're just atrocious right now. Burrow, I love him. He was my MVP. I gave him the Bodkins kiss of death. This whole team, this whole franchise.
Sorry, Cincinnati.
Burrow's
Bengals
going to be MVP. They're going to win the Super Bowl. They're going to the Super Bowl.
Womp womp.
I'm sorry, Cincinnati fans. It's Arizona at plus 3.
Listen, I saw it in person. He's not moving there. He's just getting
No,
hit.
he's not. He's not.
He's just standing there getting smacked.
Yeah, he's
Two
not.
things. Tanner had it right 2 weeks ago. Burrow should have been on the IR right
He
now.
should have.
Until their bye week. That's number one. Number two,
Yeah.
the Bears GM on Chase Claypool says, I wish him luck.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I saw that.
Claypool is
See you later.
gone. Gone.
He's
See
out.
you later, buddy.
Yeah.
Thanks for
Boy,
I
the
don't know if another team takes a
Over.
chance on him. 3 teams in a year. I mean, really, you know what I mean?
Nobody wants it.
Yeah.
Nobody wants.
Let's get into Philly Rams. The Rams at home, 4.5. Is it? What are we at?
4.5.
Four.
Or 4.
Four.
Sorry, 4.
Yeah.
4. 4-point dogs at home. Scott, who you like here? Rams and Philly. Philly hasn't looked good, and the Rams have looked. We talked about it on my show on Sunday night. Rams could be a team that makes the playoffs.
Philly has not looked good. They've cut it close in a couple of these wins.
About every win besides one, I think. You know what I mean?
They're going to get got this week. Give me the Rams +4.
Johnny.
Yeah, it's been pretty close for the Eagles this year. They haven't dominated like they did last season. A lot of the games have been pretty close. I like what the Rams are doing. That Puka Nacua kid is nice.
Cooper Kupp could be coming back too.
He sounds like a Pokemon.
Right.
Is back.
He is back.
Cooper Kupp is back.
He's back.
He's practicing at full.
He's
Normal
All
practice.
right, I'm gonna take the Rams and the points.
It's over for the Eagles.
Tanner, is it over for the Eagles? You got
Come on, Tanner.
It's not over for the Eagles just yet.
Undefeated season is over.
I mean, the undefeated seasons. Well,
Are you going to be different?
maybe. Guys, let's look through here the last 4 games for these Philadelphia Eagles here.
What are
You
you,
win.
doing, Howell?
You lose in February by 3 points. You got to remember that one. You win in 5 week 1. You win by 6 week 2. You win by 14 week 3, and you win by 3 week 4. Ladies and gentlemen, the 3-0-1 against the spread, Los Angeles Rams. Their last 10 going in last season, 7-2-1. This team knows how to cover the spread. Obviously, we saw with McVay kicking the field goal. I mean, this guy's going to do it. Tyrell Williams running like a madman. The defense looks good. Puka Kupp is going to be a monster.
Wow.
Give me the Los Angeles Rams at +4 all day long.
Tanner, I just got a text from Sean McVay. He put his money on the Eagles this week. So
Eagles -4 all day long.
Sam, who you like in this one?
Well, I don't like that Scott pretends he's friends with famous people. I do like the fact that
Hey, that's a Hall of Famer. You're
I
disrespectful.
love it.
all right,
don't
all right. Look,
disrespect the Hall of Fame.
Johnny, you can't take part in this conversation. You have a vendetta against me tonight for some reason.
It's just for tonight, man.
Just for tonight? Okay.
Just for
All right,
tonight.
cool. At least it's not like my wife. She has one forever. I totally agree with you guys that it's the Rams. I just feel like they're going to win that one. I think Philadelphia is on the struggle bus for whatever reason. They're winning games, sure, but it's not like it was last year. You know what I'm saying? And I think Sean McVay is going to be ready for him.
Yeah, I think we're all in on the Rams here because I too like the Rams here at +4. I just think that Stafford's still slinging it, folks. Like,
Yep.
and they'll find a way to cover. I don't think they win this game, but they win, within 4 points. So we're either all going riding together or we're all dying together. So give me the Rams.
No, Tanner picked both sides.
Gentlemen, it's been an honor playing with you
Tanner's
tonight.
gonna
That's
win.
where McVay's money's at. That's all I need to know.
Yeah. McVay's money's on Philadelphia. So.
Yeah. Chiefs coming off a game that they should. I mean, maybe their worst game of this. I thought they looked worse on last Sunday than they did opening night. And they're going to Minnesota. Vikings are 3.5 dogs at home. Tanner, who you like here?
Yeah, Tanner.
Pass. That's all you're gonna flip and get in this freaking game between these two teams. The defense, there is no strike against either defenses.
Defense
Actually, there is a strike. There's no strike against the Chiefs defense in this matchup here because all you're gonna get is a flippant passing attack from the entire team here, guys. Look, Chiefs were -3 against the Jags. That was their biggest team that they covered in as an offensive powerhouse. -3. Detroit You lost, of course. You lost that cover. The Jets aren't a powerhouse. I don't care what anybody says. And God knows heavens the Bears isn't on that part. Minnesota, we talked about last time the buffoons here. Minnesota's secondary sucks. It's awful. And they only play zone for whatever flipping reason. Travis Kelce is going to pick them apart here. Noah Gray on top of that. Guys, there's a reason Minnesota's 2-7 and 1 in their last flipping 10. Give me the Chiefs minus 3.5. It should be about a 10-point win in this one here, as the Chiefs should put it on. Patrick Mahomes is going to have a field day against that offense or that defense of Minnesota's.
Tanner, you can give us all the fancy words you want. Just say I'm going for my home team, okay? All right.
Well, go ahead, Sam.
And the home of the Chiefs.
They
Somebody
stink.
unplugged the cord there.
Vikings, they stink.
Anyway, they stink. I can't wait till I get one of those. Bodkins going to give us one of those tonight for somebody. Yeah, Minnesota's in it right now. I think Kansas City is going to a little come back to form after that showing up in New York. T Swift is going to blow a kiss to Kelsey, and everything will be all hunky dory. The real question is, what's the over under of how many times we get to see Taylor Swift in a box?
The NFL has told all teams, told the networks, hey, please stop showing her. Travis said the same thing. Please stop showing her.
Actually, no, Travis didn't. Jason said it. Jason said it. Travis just was working his way around it. Travis never said it.
Okay. Go ahead, Johnny. Who you like in this
I was
one?
about to say, yeah, Travis can't say it if he wants to continue getting that ass. So
He wants that song written about him.
Right. Yeah, that'll be coming in a couple months. I think Kansas City is wanting to look a lot better than they did against the Jets. That game was a lot closer than it should have been. Patrick Mahomes wasn't his usual self in that game. I think he bounces back. This Minnesota Vikings defense is garbage, and they like to blitz. So I think Patrick Mahomes is going to have a field day. I think the Vikings will put some points on there, but I think the Chiefs will beat them. They should beat them by 10, but they'll probably only beat them by 7, but that'll still cover the number. So I'll take the Chiefs minus 3.5.
Wow.
Hey, any of your quarterbacks on the trade block? I got Mahomes on the trade block. So
Scott.
This was 5.5
Some people are wrong, Alan.
Monday, and it's down to 3.5. It was 4.5 to this afternoon. Now it's
Right.
down to 3.5. When Mahomes has a subpar game, he always bounces back and has a really good game. Minnesota's in trouble in this game. Kansas City is going to win this game by at least 10 points. So give me Kansas City.
Yeah, the Vikings stink.
There
So
it is.
give me the Chiefs at minus 3.5.
They stink.
It's over. It's over.
It's over.
it's over.
It's over.
Hey, here come the commies. I mean, the commies.
man. They're fighting.
Are they coming back up?
It's
Yeah.
30 with 4 or 5 minutes to go. They ain't got the ball. They're driving.
They're down almost inside the 20.
Yeah. Let's get into the next one. The Jets, Zach Wilson played his best game, and maybe some say it's because the Kelsey's mom was in the building. So,
Hey, Donna's a wonderful woman.
yeah, Donna Kelsey was in the building. Zach Wilson plays his best game of his career. But they go to Denver, and they're 2.5 dogs. Sam, who you like here?
Oh, boy, look at all this crap. Okay. Jeez, I really don't like Russell Wilson here.
You love Russell.
That's right. I love to hate him. Gosh, give me the Jets and the points. Gosh darn it. Ugh.
Johnny, who you like here?
I don't like either one of these.
I would say Jets by 15.5 or so because of all this off-season stuff. But
I don't like it either, Johnny.
I mean, if it was Aaron Rodgers, yeah, it'd be a 2-touchdown spread. I mean, Russell actually hasn't played that bad the last couple weeks. This game sucks.
Denver.
I'm gonna take. Shit, I don't know who to take, man. I'm gonna take Denver at home.
Scott.
Denver at home.
So as I said on my show, Brees Hall is going to be unwrapped and going to be ready to go. They're going to give him a ton of work. So goodbye, Dalvin Cook. It was nice to know you, but you're going to the bench for a long time.
It's over.
It's over for you, Dalvin.
It's over.
The Jets, I read today, they want to help Nathaniel Hackett crush the Broncos in Denver because of Sean Payton. I'll take Denver -2.5. I think Denver wins by a field goal. I can't put my faith in Zach Wilson.
If they win by a field goal, they still don't cover.
If Denver wins by a field goal, they cover.
Yeah.
2.5.
You're right. You're right. I'm an idiot.
It's over.
You're right. You're right.
You're right.
One
Go
apple,
ahead.
two.
It stinks.
It stinks,
It
guys.
stinks.
There's a reason Denver's 0-3-1 against the spread here with a push, right? There's a reason that's happening. Don't forget, this New York Jets defense is still damn pretty good, and that's the reason why they're 2-2 against the spread. Give me the New York freaking Jets, Zach Wilson, and that shitty ass quarterback play he likes to play on us all day long. He's gonna go home with Ciara and show him what a real Mormon's like. So give me Zach Wilson and the Jets at plus 2.5.
Go ahead, Nick.
Yeah, I'm
He's trying to look up Ciara.
with the Jets here. I think they're going to rally behind Hackett, and they're going to win. I like the Jets to win this fucking game. The Broncos are atrocious. They're awful. Their defense is. Zach Wilson, if he plays just like he did against the Chiefs, he'll tear that fucking defense apart because, that defense is awful. Russ is awful. The Broncos are awful. They stink. Give me the Jets at plus 2.5.
Come on, commies.
Oh, he missed the fucking field goal. There's the game.
Game's over.
Yeah.
Field goal. Game's over.
Yeah.
Game's over. Ron Verby five.
You guys are way ahead of me, man.
Bye, Ron.
You missed it.
It was nice knowing you.
Bye, Ron.
So we got the Sunday night game.
Yeah, remember there's buys. So Seattle and the Chargers are two of the teams on buy.
Yeah, couple buys. The Sunday night game, we got Dallas headed to San Francisco. It is Dallas 3.5 dogs. Yeah, who you like here in an old-fashioned 1980s, 1990s rivalry game?
Who we going with?
Dallas 49ers.
No. Who'd you say? Me?
Yes, I said you. Your name's Scott.
I couldn't hear you over Sam. Sam was singing San Francisco or
San
whatever.
Francisco.
San Francisco's got way too much talent for Dallas. Dak is not a great quarterback here. I knew Allen would pick the Cowboys. I knew he'd pick the Cowboys. Just for that, San Francisco.
Can you not wait to hear Alan's logical reason when he tells you?
Go ahead, Sam. Who you like in this one?
I think San Fran. San Fran's way too talented. I think they still probably have Dak's number from the last time they played. I think San Fran's going to take it.
10 or 3.5.
January 16th, 2022, the Dallas Cowboys and the San Francisco 49ers played. The line was 3.5. San Francisco 49ers covered that 3.5. January 22nd, 2023, the San Francisco 49ers and the Dallas Cowboys played. The line was -3.5 San Francisco. The San Francisco 49ers covered that one as well. And ladies and gentlemen, what is this going to be? This is October 8th, 2023. The San Francisco 49ers play the Dallas Cowboys. And once again, the 49ers covered that -3.5 against the Cowboys, going for that 3-0 sweep against the Cowgirls and everything else. So give me Brock Purdy, turnover ball, Christian McCaffrey, MVP. There it is.
I like it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this one. This should be a fun game. This has to be the best defense that Purdy's going to go up against.
He struggled a little bit in the playoff game against him, if you remember. He didn't play.
Right. And he had he had a phenomenal game last week. He was almost perfect. I think he had 2 incompletions or some shit like that.
I think one incompletion.
One incompletion.
And some people will tell you he can't throw the ball 30 yards. Well, you don't fucking need to throw the ball 30 fucking
Calm
yards
down,
if you don't got
Calm
one.
down.
Not when you got Christian McCaffrey. I mean, Dak.
He's mad because Burrow. He can't bet on Burrow this week.
I want to say that the Cowboys can cover. That San Francisco win by a field goal and not cover. Oh my God! But I just can't because just to piss Allen off. So I'll go with San Francisco.
Johnny,
Yo,
need help here real quick here.
yeah.
The score was 19-12 and 23-17 the last 2 times. Does that help?
Yeah. No, I'm taking San Francisco. I'll take San Francisco.
19-12. Oh, the 49ers. Yeah.
I can't trust Dak. I can't trust Dak.
I'm going 49ers here at minus 3.5. I think we're all in on the Niners. What's the Monday night game?
Home.
Packers and somebody.
Vegas.
Well, do you have to view it?
Raiders.
Oh, yeah, we do.
Yep.
Raiders.
The Raiders. Green Bay heads to Raiders. Devontae against his old team.
If he plays,
Not so fast. He's hurt.
He'll play. Oh, DJ Moore just ran for another fucking touchdown.
of course he did.
He's awesome.
I mean,
Awesome.
if you're having DJ Moore on your fantasy team right now, he is killing it. I got him in one of my leagues.
Thank you very much.
He's got to be up close to 40 points, no?
Yeah, 30 at
More?
the first quarter.
He was at 36.4 going into this drive.
Goodness gracious.
He's going to be at about 45 after this drive.
Yeah.
He just scored.
Yeah, I had him at 36, and that was his second touch. Or that was his third touchdown. So they even updated
36, 6, 12, 6. He's almost at 50. 48-6. He's at.
All right, so the Monday night game?
Yeah. Go ahead, Johnny. It's a pick 'em.
I'm going to take your Packers. I mean, it's a pick 'em. Aaron Jones and Christian Watson should be better this week than they were last week. I like Jordan Love. I think he's only going to get better. I know Tanner hates him, but
I don't hate him.
I know.
Who does he hate more?
You just don't like him.
The Packers or the Raiders? We're going to find out.
I think he hates the Raiders more.
Tanner,
He won't admit it though.
It's over.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Packers, man. The Raiders are garbage. Packers need this game too.
Yeah, we do. Tanner, go ahead. Who you hate more, the Packers or the Raiders?
I don't know. Hold on. I'm looking for a Monday night kind of game. Maybe there's MLB playoffs. Oh, yeah, there is. That's right.
Nice.
Guys, look. No Jimmy G. Aiden O'Connell's going to start again. Okay.
No, they said Jimmy G's in the last.
Whatever, dude. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. This shit doesn't matter. Yes, they're in the black hole. It's a 1 point freaking pick 'em. Just give me the stupid Packers. Give me +1 for the stupid Packers.
That'd be our third, Tanner. That'd be our third win by my recollection. What means
I'm aware. I just need one more. I'm aware.
Okay,
calm down. Well, over 4 or at 4?
I thought it was 4 or above.
4 and above. Okay, I didn't know. I just knew it was 4.
Well,
I thought 4 is magic number.
He said you would win 4 games. So
I said 3 games.
5. Oh, you
but
said
then we
3.
went to 4.
Oh, so you want to go 5
4.
games? 5 games.
Yeah, let's go to 5. First one,
okay.
if you win 5, we'll count 5. Going over the 4 marks to win is a better win.
Right.
Okay. Anyways, it doesn't matter. Green Bay is probably going to win this thing. Wouldn't be surprised if the freaking Las Vegas Raiders kept it close because they like to play with people and then decide to shoot down the pants. So give me the Packers +1. I'm going to go +1 Packers.
Hey, go ahead,
because I won't pick Raiders.
So to me,
there you go. He just told you who he hates more.
To me,
there you go.
It's very strange that Davante Adams played with the same ailment last week, but this week he might not play, and it's the Packers.
Oh, my hammy.
If Devontae, can I go on this in 2 ways? Can I put this pick in 2 ways? If Devontae plays, I'm taking the Raiders. If Devontae doesn't play, I'm taking the Packers.
I'm not even.
Well, I mean, you could just change.
You
can just change on Sunday morning.
I'll agree.
You can just change on Sunday morning. Apparently,
I'll agree with Tanner. I'll take the Packers to win this game. I think this is going to be a big Aaron Jones game this week.
Johnny, you said you got the Packers.
Yeah, I got the Packers. Yeah, I'm going.
Sam,
Packers.
Guys, I don't know if you know this, but Nick hasn't been responding to my Snapchats, so I got to get back in his good graces. So Green Bay by 1,000,000. You hear me? You heard
I'm
it.
going. You know who I'm riding with. I'm riding with my Packers, baby. And Jonathan will be wearing some Green Bay on Monday. Can't wait to see that.
He said he's not. He said he's ticked at you. He's not wearing the shirt.
Oh, dude, he was so upset that you weren't on, dude.
Oh, yeah.
He was so upset that you weren't on.
Hey, shit happens.
He narrowed his eyes and everything. He was super pissed.
He said he's gonna tape the shirt to the wall and back of him Monday night, and that'll count as.
Nah, he's got to wear it.
He did wear it. He did wear it Monday night. So
He did wear it.
He's got to wear it 2 weeks. We said 2 weeks.
yeah. Well, he'll wear it again next week, but you only get to see it 1 week. So
Yeah, it's all good.
He also said he left the tag on the shirt, so as soon as Monday night's done, Tuesday morning,
he's not gonna rip it like you did.
He's taking it back to the store. He's getting his $3 back. He's
I want to wear shirt
$3
size. I'm a 2X.
Oh man.
Hey, Johnny, let's get us to our ad read, and then we'll get our final thoughts and get out of here for the night.
All right, sports creators. Sports betting has rapidly risen in popularity, and I want to connect you all with an opportunity to get started or to get ahead. Having multiple sportsbook accounts is the most simple way to maximize your profits, and there have never been a better time to sign up. When you visit our page, signupexpert.com/let's talk, you'll be connected to all the sportsbooks in your region, along with a review of each platform and its unique benefits. All of these sportsbooks have valuable sign-up offers for new users, and when you register through our link, you will automatically receive the top offer at each one. When you use multiple sportsbooks, you ensure that you can always access the best available odds, which is key to successful sports betting. If you want to take advantage of these benefits and support our brand, please consider signing up for your next sportsbook at signupexpert.com/let's talk.
Let's get to our final thoughts. Sam, we'll start with you, my friend.
Excellent.
Excellent, dude.
What'd you say?
Party on.
Party on, man.
Party on, Wayne. Party on, Garth. Anyway, it's good to be back on the show. It's good to have Nick back. It's fun doing this with you guys, and let's finish the week strong, shall we? Friday's tomorrow. Do what you got to do. Get off work. Enjoy your weekend.
Tanner, go ahead. Final thoughts.
Oh, my turn.
Tanner's final thoughts are me.
Great shit, guys. Monday nights are going to be fun now. We got NHL starting Tuesday, so we'll be getting that season preview with Jim again with the NHL stuff there. Of course, then when we play us with Jonathan, I'm excited for that. Of course, we got our pre-game show on Sunday, going about it here, and guys, we're a month away from one of the greatest sports to ever start. NCAA college basketball is coming back, baby. Let's go! I'm excited. So much stuff to bet on, Scott. We're gonna have a heyday.
Scott, who we betting on the rest of the week? You got any bets for us already tomorrow? Or if I say shit on because baseball is not
I hit
like idiot.
I had a ton of flip. Yeah, baseball. I'm done with baseball. College football.
Yeah, that's great. That's
Pro
right.
football
Yep.
every day from now until November 22nd.
I love
Every
it.
day.
Scott
I'm
has the
betting
best
again
way. He just works around this whole thing.
I'll do-
Like Nick asks a question, and he's just like,
I'm back again.
eh.
I'm back again.
Yeah.
Justin Fields has 40 points tonight.
Woo.
Don't talk about it, dude.
Jeez.
Don't talk about it. I don't need to hear about this right now.
Oh, Tanner.
Oh, you're playing against Justin, I guess?
It's 40-7. Scary Terry and the Redskins offense just shit down their pants. So I don't talk about it.
What a letdown it's been with Terry this year, man.
Sorry, Tim.
Yeah, I mean, John Johnson got me 6 tonight, so.
Yeah.
John, you got any final thoughts?
Yeah.
I
The
think you're
Terry
4-0 and
Terry
those keep
McLaurin
ending
pick and
it,
the
though,
Dallas Goddard picks were horrible for fantasy this year. It's great to be back. Sorry I missed the show on Monday. I definitely missed the therapy. I missed being here with you guys. I missed Jim and Jonathan. seeing Jonathan in a Packer shirt would have been nice. But looking forward to this Sunday coming up, and our pregame and all of our other shows on Sunday should be another great Sunday of football. We got a nice Sunday night game, Dallas at San Francisco, and then like Tanner said, next Monday, baseball playoffs, the NFL Monday night game. It's going to be fun. A lot of good stuff coming up. I'm excited about it. Happy to be here with you guys, man.
Yeah, just to recap DJ Moore's night tonight. 230, 3 touchdowns and 230 yards. Maybe you should think about guarding that guy. Dog DJ Moore.
Did you get a 50 spot? What do you get on the
Dog? I need that as a sound bite.
It's got 40,
48.
Yeah.
Dog.
My final thoughts
3
is
touchdowns,
shout out. Enjoyed
9 catches.
the show tonight. It's going to get us all back on the show together again. Shout out Dan Harris as always. So I'll be doing well, buddy. We miss you. Other than that, Bears actually looked like a competent fucking football team. So
Look at there.
if their coach wasn't a fucking moron, they would have had back-to-back wins.
Yeah, it could be 2-4 or 2-2 or 2-3, I guess, instead of 1-4. So hey, still a long ways to go. 1 week, that's how things are fickle around here. 2 weeks ago, the Bears looked like the absolute worst fucking team in the league. Then they just blow out Washington, who hung with the champs, the NFC champs, just couple days ago, less than 6 days ago, and could have won that game if Ron Rivera maybe goes for 2. So hey, nonetheless, 1 week you're the hammer, 1 week you're the nail. That's how the world works, folks, and you gotta keep going. So hey, let's have a weekend, folks. Be afraid to tell like, subscribe, share. See you next on Sunday morning, 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock Central, 10 Eastern. See you then for our Sunday morning preview show. Tanner, hit that outro. Let's get out of here, folks.
My clan.
Hey, you.
Life better pop off. What do you like? Make a dream job. No 9-5, no mean boss. Just my life and free thoughts. You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep, only scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try to change, you can say no.